forecast, accurate and dependable from the Weather Channel.
I'm saying they were girls. I promise you they were girls.
Just because you call them girls does not mean they're girls.
It's crazy that you guys are gonna cook me for this.
No,
considering...
we're not cooking you.
No, just pause.
So, the end of SoTeeko, the start of SoTeeko.
No. None of that.
Okay, the next question.
But I have been thinking about rebranding.
Hey, there's a 1 in 10 chance that at some point it comes back to you for the hyenas shit.
I'm not sharing names with fucking
Merrick.
It's so
Money shot.
Poverty shot Derek.
Not use that word, bro. That's my
None
word.
of that.
What am I supposed to tell myself? How if I'm not?
Hate the gays. The fuck?
That's not what I
Loser
said.
could've been
I
even?
didn't say I hate the gays.
Yeah,
I just said
loser.
don't buy those shoes.
You're making it about yourself. The thing is, you're trying to deflect the fact that you've been doing this for fucking over a year now. Almost 2 years now. You yourself would be caught up in this law, obviously.
Yeah. Wait, Kyle.
3,
Okay. Keep counting down.
1.
Ladies and gentlemen and swampers, welcome to the all-new podcast, the SWAMPCAST, brought to you by SoTeeko, Kyle, and myself, the Lord of the Swamp. This will be a podcast of news and entertainment and just shooting the shit. So we'll run through introductions here. I, myself, am the Lord of the Swamp, Mace 47. I got some questions for all of us that we'll all answer. I'll run through the questions and I'll answer them myself first, and then we'll move on to Tico, and then we'll move on to Kyle. You got that?
Yeah, one question at a time though, and then we'll loop it.
Yeah.
One question at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you do? Hobbies and work. Now, I work as a grocery night stalker. I stock shelves, dude. That's what I do all night long. I stock shelves. I make money doing it. I'm a stock boy. That's what they call them, I think. And for hobbies, I just edit videos. I used to play video games, but I don't do that too much anymore. I mostly just edit videos and sleep.
There you go.
All right, on to you, Tico.
I'm a writer. I like to write. I do it as a hobby as well as aspiring to make it my daily. I just graduated college, summa cum laude, top of my class, and having some freak difficulties trying to find a 9-to-5. It is crazy. But I like to play sports. I like to watch football. I like to watch basketball. I'm a typical man's man. You know, I'm really into landscaping right now. I love architecture. Yeah, I like to shoot shit. I don't take things too serious either. That's one thing that the listeners will learn. Life is way too short. So I'm out here to have a good, responsible time. I hate the term here for a good time, not a long time, because those people are usually my least favorite kind of people to hang around. Gotta be honest.
Do we call you SoTeeko? Tico? What do they call you?
Just Trevor.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Kyle? Also, is it Kyle or Evasive? What do we call you?
Oh yes, Kyle works.
Okay.
Mostly.
Kyle works. All right, hobby. What do you do? Hobbies and work.
I work for the Kershaw Knife Company, under their large umbrella
God, they're
company.
hiring just anybody these days.
I also work as a knife broker. I basically source high-end custom knives for collectors in the usually $2,000 to $20,000 range usually. Kind of at this moment just kind of grinding, saving up, throwing everything into high return, high yield saving accounts, kind of just making it so that when I'm 40, I won't hate life anymore.
Mm-hmm. What's the most expensive knife that you've sold?
Most expensive. Okay, so
I mean, you're on commission, right? Probably, right?
Oh no, I'm not commissioning stuff.
Do you get like?
So let me explain this to you. So I have different ways of doing this. So either I go out of my way to find knives, and so let's say I'll search out old estate sales, old kind of just anywhere, and I'll find old custom knives, usually art pieces. And so, or I'll go to shows and I'll pick up stuff at shows. And when I go to shows, I have a few different ways to pick up stuff. Either sitting outside for a few days so I can get inside, best like a good line spot, run in, buy a knife for like $1,000, sell it for $4,000. So usually 3 to 4K profit. Then you have lottos. That's where you put your name in a hat. They pick the name. Then you can buy that knife and then you can resell it from there. Another way I can make funds via that is it's called proxy services, which is what my main source of funds comes from when it comes to knife stuff. Mm-hmm. So let's say there's a knife on a table at a show that you really, really want. It's for first come, first served, which means I have to sit outside for 2 to 3 days. You pay me $800, I will sit outside for 3 days, run in, grab that knife for you, pay for the knife, I ship it to you. So price the knife plus $800. That's my proxy fee. My other side of my proxy fees is knife plus shipping plus my fee, which would be $25 for any knife that's at a show that you can just walk around and pick up. If it's like, let's say it's a show exclusive, they made 1,000 of the things for the show. Anyone can walk up to the booth, pick it up easily, and no sitting outside, no lottos, nothing. I just charge you $25 plus the price of the knife and shipping, and I'll have 60 to 100 customers for that. Per show. Otherwise, it's like they'll have an auctions for certain stuff at the shows. A while back, I think this is the most I've made for auction stuff. I had a Russian oligarch who really, really wanted a Shirogorov piece from this one show over in Texas, and he paid for my flight, paid for my hotel, paid for my food. The piece was I think it sold for $33K. He gave me about $9,000 back in tips. So
yeah, that's nice.
It works
That's
well.
Nice. So you don't do commission based. Okay.
No. Most of the stuff is me either searching it out, buying it cheap and reselling it, or buying for people. I don't do commission stuff. This piece right here, the Wilson NFF, I found at a state auction for a bankruptcy. I paid $4.2K for it, and it's currently has a buyer for $14.9K.
Okay.
That's kind of my main source of income these days, other than working for 60 to 80 hours a week at 2 different jobs.
All right. Am I good to move on to the next question?
Yeah.
All right.
Your show, big dog.
All right. So the next question is your favorite content creator. What is your favorite content creator? My favorite content creator. I watch YouTubers, streamers. I like probably my favorite. It's a toss-up between SoTeeko or Destiny, which are both streamers.
For me, I think that that's a tough question because I think for me, I have favorites in genres. So I have like a favorite Star Wars creator, which would be Star Wars Theory. I think just does the best YouTube videos in the entire scene. Channel that I'm involved with, I help write. I'm the vice what is it? I want to get it right. I'm the Vice storyline contributor? Question mark. And that's for a Star Wars channel that does fan fictions, and essentially they run stuff by me to ensure that its continuity is in line with Star Wars. And that's Everest Productions. Shout out to them. I have a favorite weightlifting and training channels. Coach Greg, Sam Sulek, Strength Theory. Just follow this guy on Instagram that does really good tutorials for certain lifts and such. ASMR, I can't recommend anybody besides my missus, Kathleen Alexandria. She does insanely such good content. So for me, like it's all over the place, and even on TikTok, there's a bunch of different geezers that I really enjoy. And for Minecraft, there's this guy called Flow State who just makes the chillest videos. For me, I think the audience will see instantly that I'm more, when I watch YouTube videos or content, I'm mainly there to have a good time. I'm mainly there to have a good time and to kind of have that release, that break from the everyday. But if I am looking for something funny, I love the Sidemen. I've been watching I've been watching them individually for decades, and collectively for like the past 5 years.
That's that shit with like KSI, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real fun stuff. But what about you? What about you, Kyle? I assume with all that travel, like, you gotta be tuned into somebody.
I'd say there's a few content creators I kind of like stuck with over the years. That'd be like Philip Franco is one of them for sure. You don't like Philly D?
No.
I like Phil. I like just reading Cop on News. That's about it. I couldn't care less about his views or anything past that. But it's a good. Well, I'm sitting at work, kind of that 30-minute like break between lunches. Good little thing to throw up there. Other than that, I'd have to say Captain Sparkles probably. Just religiously watching Jordan.
What type of content does a guy named Captain Sparkles make? Is that Minecraft?
He is a very, very old Minecraft YouTuber, yes. He doesn't make it anymore. He quit like 2 or 3 years ago.
What does he do now?
He just does
Roblox?
no, he just does long form content.
I haven't seen most of those Minecraft YouTubers though.
You gotta watch out for them, dude. Yeah.
They're all sussy baka.
Yep.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Not all, but a lot of them.
If you can tell who's making their videos for kids. Watch out for those guys.
Stampede.
Crazy. Allegedly, I like to point out. Oh, and I forgot, like, the one show that I watch every single day, the Pat McAfee show. I just love it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
And that's kind of like with my podcast, the Archives podcast. That's kind of the vibe I wanted to create, but like just about like nerdy shit, like not just Star Wars, but video games, pop culture, stuff like that. Just haven't found the right guys to do it, to sit down and just shoot the shit.
Yeah, he's got a great show.
Great show.
Have you ever watched Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson, their podcast?
Sort of, but
they got a good vibe.
Only
together.
clips. Yeah. Only clips.
They got a good vibe together too.
It's a bit tricky to and this is something that like I noticed really early on when everybody and their mom was starting a podcast. Like, you can only listen to a select number of podcasts per day, per week, you know, because you're not only is your attention span not going to be there, but also like you just don't have the hours to do so. I'm sure there are some people that are just goons with podcasts and listen to them all the time religiously, but being realistic, like you really only get a few, and that's why it's nice to have regulars. It's nice to have people engage with your content. So if you guys listening to this have any questions, comments, concerns for the pod, hit us in the comments, hit us on social medias. We are a work in progress, having a good time doing it though. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Having a
sir.
really good time doing it.
Yep. Okay. Are we on to the next question?
Yeah.
Okay. The next question is the last song to get stuck in your head. I think for me, that would have to be... I'm trying to think of the last song that I was probably walking around at work singing, and I think it's probably Hips Don't Lie by Shakira. I was for sure walking around
Were
singing
you the
that.
one shaking your hips?
No, I don't have the hips to shake, brother.
That is an egregious lie. Do not.
No, he has no back. He's never seen a squat rack.
He was throwing it back up there over in on 4th of July.
You saw nothing.
I saw a lot of things.
Mace is a hoe, but he's a hoe for his people, you know.
A hoe for the boys? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't even go that far.
I wouldn't either.
I just think that sometimes you can have a...
I like to consider myself conservative, reserved, you know.
Oh, that just ain't true.
Unexposed.
That just ain't true.
Well.
You're a dirty bastard, and you know it.
All right. Fair enough.
Last song that gets stuck in my head, okay. Man, I've been listening to a lot of good music recently. Say Yes to Heaven by Lana Del Rey, but stuck in my head is going to be Like a Stone by Audioslave, who I didn't know Chris Cornell was in another band besides Soundgarden. I didn't know that.
What type of music is this?
Like ambiontic rock.
Okay.
You like Creed, right?
Yeah.
You'd probably like Audioslave.
Okay.
I had no idea that it was Chris Cornell. Like, because I asked my friend Juder, shout out to JT. I was like, man, there's this song stuck in my head, and he's really good with music. And he was like, what does it sound like? And I was like, bow, 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 bow. And within 5 seconds, he had the link in my messages, which was nuts. But I was like, it kind of sounds like Chris Cornell, but it's not Soundgarden. And then lo and behold, it literally is Chris Cornell. So that was pretty cool. That was a nice little discovery. So I'll say that and Say Yes to Heaven by Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey's my freaking gal. She is such a good singer.
Isn't she kind of crazy?
Isn't everybody in Hollywood?
True. I don't know. I don't know anything about her.
I don't either. I just like her music. I'm not one of those people that goes in depth with who I'm watching, what I'm listening to. Like, if it's good, it's good. I'll put it on. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those like stans that I know exist, and I think that's unhealthy as fuck. Being a stan for someone,
like the Taylor Swift
account.
The Taylor Swift stans.
Yeah. Any
Oh,
of it,
fuck Swifties, dude. No.
Whoa.
Taylor Swift's great.
Hey, Swifties are welcome here. This is a welcoming, safe space.
No.
For any
100%.
Swifties.
For sure, 100%. I dated a Swiftie for almost a year and a half. And
Okay, so you have a personal degree. Okay, that's
Look,
fair.
I just don't want us to bring the wrong enemies over to this podcast, dude.
They're a terrifying enemy. I
It's
know.
almost like that's like a borderline terrorist group, dude. Like, you don't want to piss them off. You want to stay on their cool side, their chill side.
How would you deal with that if you were? Because I've seen Grassman at war with people on social media. I've seen him at war. I've seen him kind of not be the bigger man. How would you though handle that, Kyle? Because I know you, but I don't know you. You know what I mean?
Like,
Watch my clips. Watch my clips.
Watch my clips. Most human beings probably, in my mind, aren't like built to handle like an army of, especially like Swifties coming at them, doxing them, digging through their like pictures and shit, like talking about their family. I feel like a lot of people, that would stress out a lot of people.
Oh, that'd stress me out.
Yeah,
I'm just a simple man trying to make his way through the galaxy.
So Kyle, how would you deal with something like that? Would you fight back? What would you do? What are some tactics you would use? Would you
drop your location?
Would you drop the location? Send pictures of guns to them? It's war.
Honestly, I guess I never really cared that much about social media to the point where I would have a straight fallout plan for like a cancellation like that.
They're calling your phone.
Calling my phone?
They've leaked your phone number. Your phone is nonstop ringing. Every time you pick up, it's somebody threatening to murder your entire family.
And it's not a Russian oligarch this time.
Honestly, it'd be a nice change of pace. I mean, I don't usually get phone calls ever.
Nice change of pace.
He's like, I enjoy the company.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously, I guess I knowing
God, I didn't realize I was this lonely.
I guess
I don't know if that's sad or.
I don't see them as a threat. So I mean, I just at that point, I just don't really.
Swifties are friends, not food.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, yeah, they'd be probably pissy at me for something against their goddess.
By the way,
they're not gonna come out of their way,
bro. Like, that's a sick ass name, Swifties.
Yeah,
that's pretty sick.
Yeah, like back in the day, every YouTuber used to call their fans like their army or something.
Yeah, you've got like the teeks or whatever, the tikis. What do you call them?
Definitely not tikis. Never really established that.
That's not something you've ever said. I swear you were saying that in live stream.
No, I never really established that. But maybe it's something to think about. You know what I mean?
Something to think about. I got the Swampers.
One of my favorite YouTubers from way back in the day used to just be like, "Hey, losers."
Hey, losers.
I might
Idiots.
go with like suckers.
Suckers is good.
Yeah, because I've never seen Better Call Saul before, and I'm starting, like, I've been watching it, I'm in the last season, and he calls these two guys suckers for giving him a job interview, and then just immediately being like, oh yeah, we'll take you. And he's like, really? You haven't even ran a background check? I could be a murderer. I could be shooting lightning out of my fingers, and you guys are just hiring me? Bunch of suckers. And I popped for that. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. Shout out to Better Call Saul, man. Have you guys seen any like of the Breaking Bad universe? I know Mace has, because he modeled his entire character after Walter White.
No, dude, that's not true.
You think that's Walter White? That's Walmart White right there.
What the fuck, bro? Are you
That is
serious?
Sam's Club White.
That's a crazy thing to be saying, bro.
Walmart White.
All right.
Walmart White.
We're going on to the next question, bro.
Yeah,
Which fictional character do you relate to the most?
You didn't even ask me the question.
Oh, did we skip you? The last song get stuck in your head. I'm sorry. We went off on a little.
Even flow.
Even flow.
Oh, yeah.
No, Bryce motherfucking Perry. He used to play that song all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Remember him?
Yeah, of course I do.
From Miss Menendez?
Oh, of course I do, dude. I remember.
Dude,
Bryce.
shout out to. He could be dead right now. How sad is that? We would
That is
never
pretty
know.
sad. Yeah.
We would never know. But
Yeah,
We all
was a
got dead
trooper.
homies.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, it's either
Right.
Even Flow, Friend of the Devil by the Grateful Dead, another good one, or probably Way on My Mind by the Transplants. That'd be probably another one.
I have another answer if I could give another
Yeah.
answer. Bro. Everybody wants to.
Hell yeah.
What chance we here?
I've been in a really nice, like, late 80s kick right now. And, man, like, no wonder shit was just flying. Everything was so chill back in the 80s. And now all we get is just murder music. Hate it.
Yeah. Drill music.
I'm more surprised that you didn't say anything about Doom. Aiden.
Hips don't lie, dude.
I know, but
Oh, fucking Aiden. Jesus Christ. What are we taking? Attendance?
Did he say that?
Yeah.
No,
I
bro.
haven't heard-
How
I haven't
could you
heard someone-
disgrace me on my own podcast like that,
I haven't heard
dude?
someone call you Aiden since we had like a substitute teacher in the 8th grade.
Jesus.
Because
I'm so
at,
used
at,
to
a
these
cer-
fuckers' names.
bro, it's at a certain point, like the real teachers were calling him by his fake name that we gave him.
Yeah, grasses, dude.
Grasses?
Yeah.
Is that?
Fucking hilarious.
You put your grass.
Rapid Golden Grasses El Slingshot. That's what they used to call me back in Cavallero. Okay. Which fictional character do you relate to the most? I would have to say, for me personally, this might be fucked up, but I think probably
Am I
somebody.
gonna have to whip out my psychology degree and break you down real quick?
It's possible. I mean, a lot of the times I feel like. I mean, I relate to Light Yagami from Death Note. I
Who's
feel
that?
like the world needs to be cleansed. People just... I don't like being around people. The world would be better off with a lot less of them. And if
Can I
I
ask you a
could take...
question?
He said, "Who's that?"
Yeah, I know.
No, can I ask you a question though?
Yeah,
Can I ask you
yeah.
a question? You don't like being around people.
No.
When was the last time a stranger, like, just said hello and complimented you?
I mean, I talk to strangers, like, pretty frequently. I talk to a lot of... Like, I'm well
Not
known...
at
I'm-
work. Not at work. Not at work.
Well, it's not necessarily... It wouldn't be... They're not co-workers. I'm well known with the homeless community in Oak Harbor because I frequent the neighborhood, the city, the town at night. And so I'm the guy that all the homeless people bum their cigarettes off. And sometimes they talk to me. Sometimes they compliment me. They like my beanie. I've gotten lots of compliments on my beanie. So if the homeless people like my beanie and they like my
When was the
cigarettes...
last time that you were walking down the street and you were like, "Oh, hi, how are you?"
Me?
Yeah,
To somebody else?
yeah,
That's not... I wouldn't do that. That'd be like...
exactly. So you are reserving yourself from people,
Because I don't like
yet
them.
you don't like people. You
Yeah.
haven't given them a chance.
No, I did give them... I'm 26 years old, dude. I've given them plenty years of chances.
I suppose so.
I'm an
I
old
suppose.
man now. But I would also like to say that... Because I wanted to give a different answer. I didn't really want to say Light Yagami because that's fucked up. Because he's a mass murderer. I did want to say, like, in a way I feel like Hank Hill. Like, my values and what, like, keeps me grounded to life are, like, pretty simple. You know? And like, what keeps me going to work is like, what I assume keeps Hank going to work. Like, I think there's things that, like, I do my part. I contribute to society. I'm proud of my work. I feel like when you go to work, you need to be a hard worker, regardless of what job you're at. You know, there's a lot of, I value a lot of, even though I'm not good with it necessarily, especially since I grew up in a weird, like, fucked up family. But I think family is is like one of the most important things. Is like a strong family, a good household. A lot of like Hank Hill's like conservative values. I feel like I relate to. So
Hank Hill is your answer.
Yeah, I do feel a lot like Hank Hill. And if I had my own house, I would take pride in my lawn because I feel like that's in the front of your house, dude. If you're not taking care of your lawn, the rest of your house is probably shit.
Yeah, I've found that people that don't care about their lawn, like, what are we doing?
Their houses, their houses would look like Kyle and I's rooms, dude. Their entire house would just look like that. I'm in an apartment. I have no real incentive to like. This place sucks.
My lawn
I hear people shitting upstairs, dude. Like, why do I have to hear that?
You can it just echoes the farts off the walls. A little fart chamber for you. Can you smell it too?
No, I can't necessarily smell it, but
necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, I get like backwash from their like sink in their tub and shit. So sometimes their shit will start spraying out of my like drains and.
So you're saying it's not a full 40 experience?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Tico.
Been thinking about this. I think character that I most relate to in fiction. Well, the issue with that is, right, it's got to be emotional. It's got to be intellectually and because I was going to say Luke Skywalker, but he's 5'8". You know, I'm a bit tall.
Yeah, it can't be Luke, dude.
But that's kind of where I was leaning because I never had the greatest relationship with my father. But I always see good in people no matter what, and I always give people a chance no matter what. So,
Luke's a Jedi, and Jedis are evil and shit.
You have to be an idiot to think that. You have to be a genuine idiot to think that. Which, I mean, it's not far off, but I'd give you more credit than that.
All right, fair enough. Well, you probably shouldn't.
Beyond that, I would say fictional character that come back to me. Give me a little more time.
Okay. All right, Kyle.
It's a tough one.
Now, it's a very hard one between either Christine Jesus Christ Sanchu Chan, a.k.a. Christian Weston Chandler, or, no, I can't do Chris Chan. If I had to choose,
bro.
If I had to choose any of them, I'd probably do,
Stark.
Either Peacemaker or, Kite Man.
Did you say Peacemaker?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Why?
Why the hell not?
I love Peacemaker, but you don't remind me of a I don't know who
you don't seem to want to make peace.
I wouldn't say I actually really have a fictional character I'd base myself off of, really.
Fair.
If I had to go deep into it, I'd probably put
If you were a Shrek character, you would be Pinocchio.
And you would be Lord Farquaad.
I'm a Gingy.
I know.
I'm a Gingy all the way.
Big gingerbread man fan.
And also, I'm not saying this for maybe the obvious reason, but you give off hella huge Hagrid vibes. Like, you just seem like a big ol' Hagrid. Like a big ol' lovable Hagrid. You just wanna, oh fuck. You know, you just wanna love a little wizard, you know?
I think my...
Love a little titty baby wizard.
Maybe one would probably be Satoru Fujinuma from Erased. Probably would be closest
Who is that?
thing to my.
Which guy in Erased is that? Is that the main character?
That's the main character.
No.
Yeah, that's probably the closest
Ooh,
I'd
I
say,
got mine.
personality-wise. That's about it, though. I don't really go deep, super into anything.
Why do you explain that one? Explain the Erased one then.
And also explain why you're not going deep into it.
Yeah,
Because we're safe here, brother.
dude, this is a safe space. You can talk, bro. We're brothers here.
Deep because I'm not really currently there fully mentally, kind of just brain dead.
The swamp goes deep, brother.
And also, I haven't seen Erased in a long time, dude. And by a long time, about 3 weeks. But, I don't know.
See, for me, the character that I see myself most in is this character named Ezra Bridger. He's in Star Wars. We meet him when he's an older teen, and at that point, his parents are gone. Very tragic, and he's kind of on his own. He knows who and what he is, but he doesn't know where he belongs, and he ends up with this ragtag bunch who ends up training him to be a Jedi, and through that he gains a whole bunch more maturity, experience, and kind of hammers out his values. And his main core values are just protecting his family and taking care of his people, making sure everyone's good. And then he just came back in live action in a show called Ahsoka as this much like, if you put a mirror in front of his mentor, you're looking at the new Ezra. And that was really emotional to see because his mentor probably had one of the dopest sacrifices of all time, just the most insane sacrifice. And to see him kind of not in his shadows, but in his shoes, living that kind of that stoic role, it was incredible. Beyond that, another one that I was thinking about was the best Batman of all time, Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne.
All right. The next question. I wish. Well, first off, I'd like to say I wish I think I need to watch some Star Wars because I feel like I'm missing out on a part of Trevor, dude, not having seen Star Wars.
Yeah, and that's why I tried to give an answer that was away from it, just in case. But genuinely, I think that Robert Pattinson's Bruce Wayne is head and shoulders above any of the other clowns that tried playing that role. Like Christian Bale, I'll give him his flowers, but Michael Keaton, George Clooney, Ben Affleck, if you want to talk about him, terrible. I'm sorry, but
I mean,
compared
my favorite is George Clooney, so I don't even know if I have a like. I don't even nobody would agree with that. I don't think.
Oh, don't base it on trying to get people to agree with you.
Because my favorite is Batman and Robin. That is my favorite movie. Batman movie, I mean. Yeah.
I can't wait. They're re-releasing the Batman. I'm gonna go see it for sure.
Yeah, I probably will too.
It was such a good movie, and you had your typical freaking edgelord saying, "Oh, it's a 3-hour movie. I'm not gonna go to a 3-hour movie."
I heard about that, but I don't. That's stupid. What happened to like King Kong and what happened to movies being 3 hours, bro? Okay.
What happened to people making good movies that aren't just piggybacks of IPs and sequels?
Yeah, true. So the next question is, what is your most played video game of all time?
Ooh.
What video game have you logged the most hours in across all of your lifespan?
Dark Souls 3.
Really? Dark Souls 3? It wouldn't be Adventure Quest Worlds? I feel like you've spent a lot of time on that game.
Well, either as a...
You
as
did
a
say
direct-
video game, too, not flash game.
Jesus. It's petty
2D side-scrolling
semantics,
bullshit.
dude.
I have to say Dark Souls 3. I mean, I could say the Soul series as a whole, but I have easily 20,000 plus hours in the series. But if I'm going to go for a direct game, I'd say Dark Souls 3, but I've also put a lot of hours into Adventure Quest World as well. So it's kind of... And
Wait,
RuneScape. So,
how many hours in Dark Souls?
Probably... I'd say 12 hours a day, spanning from 2009 with the Demon Souls release. I'd say, give or take, at least 20k hours, at least, between all the games.
Oh, the Souls games? Then what is it on Adventure Quest Worlds?
Well, I would always have... That's the problem. I always would have AKW open while I'm playing Souls, AFK. So, I don't know. It's got to be around the same, if not longer, because I also played AKW when I wasn't playing... When I was burnt out from Souls.
Yeah.
So, I'd have to do the math. I'm going to quickly do the math, have one of you guys take over.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Series-wise, it's NBA 2K, easy. Probably, man.
Just an estimate. Rough estimate.
Probably 5 figures in hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Mobile game-wise, definitely Supercard across both of them. Because, man...
5 figures in that, too? That seems
Easy.
crazy. Fuck.
Easy. Because, yeah, we were playing that game all day, every day for almost 7 years straight.
The fall of
And then-
Supercard is sad, bro.
Oh, I'm happy about it, man.
Yeah, but in terms of like it's sad when you find a game that has like a community and you invest like time in that community, and then those game creators just shaft the
Pull the
game
plug.
until it's dead, pretty much.
Yeah, because I was the #1 creator for that game. Which
Yeah,
was
you were.
nice.
You were.
I was bringing in a few $100 a month.
Yeah,
Um,
you with Supercard, it was me with GV. I was the top creator in GV. You were the top creator in Supercard. So I and with GV being dead, dude, like I get it, bro.
For me, it was just a nice fresh breath of fresh air. There we go. Just because the people in the community, the people that watched the live streams were chill. The people that were in Discords and all that, just a bunch of fucking nerds, just a bunch of fucking tools. And it's the same old internet adage of everyone just thinks that they're the hottest shit, but they have nothing going for them. It's that kind of bullshit. At the time, I was just chilling, recording a 10-15 minute video, maybe editing it, and then just uploading it, making $50 off of it, chilling for the rest of the day. Then when I went and played football in the UK, I was like, if this game disappeared, I wouldn't care, honestly. And then I came back and started not to care, And that was at the same time I was rehabbing my knee. That was at the same time that I met my missus, and I just didn't need to play the game anymore, to do the game. I wasn't even playing the game half the time. I just had scripts that were playing it passively. But yeah, it just was what it was. And when I started making Star Wars related content, I was having the time of my life. And then my dumbass was like, "Ooh, let me write a book." So I'm right now. I have my eggs in way too many baskets, but I enjoy what I'm doing. It's just that I wish that I could just have like one more hour in the day. You know what I mean? And it's tough to get that without sacrificing anything. But I have my shit pretty figured out at the moment. So we're just figuring out day in and day out. But I'm glad that I'm not playing that supercard bullshit anymore. Not because there was like pressure or anything, but there was just this like there was an understanding. Yeah, I'm on this pedestal. Yeah, people are always going to look at me as like being good at a game or some shit, when that's never the kind of content that I marketed myself for. It was always like, hey, if you want to do this for free, you can. And I think that's why the studio got really pissed off and eventually killed the game, was because I showed everybody that you could play it for free very easily. Which, I mean, is what it is. But, yeah, fuck that game. I do enjoy Star Wars. It sucks that Star Wars gaming sucks. There's no good Star Wars games.
Why don't you and I try to play...
Oh, fun.
Why don't you and I try to play Star Wars Galaxies on a private server?
I've been thinking about it. I had someone recommend it to me.
We can embark on a journey together.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few different ones.
What were you saying, Kyle?
Battlefront?
Yeah, but that came out almost 10 years ago.
But you said there's no good Star Wars games that are like there.
No, it is a good game, and I love it. It's a great game.
It is still active.
The graphics are phenomenal for a 2017 last generation console game. The issue is,
Oh, I'm not talking about that one.
What were you talking about?
OG Battlefront.
It's for me, it is just not playable anymore. I think in today's day and age, the graphics have to be really fucking good. Like, I need to be immersed to play the game. And with Battlefront 2 2017, I can dive into, man. I can dive into it. There is a game I do want to try. And it's a game that I've seen a lot on, but also seen like nothing on. And that is, what is it? War of Rights.
Gee, oh my, chill out, bro. You're legitimately trolling, bro.
No, it looks fun.
You don't mean that, man. That is not a game you would play.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
I played Squad, and it was a Star Wars simulator. And I made this character, this clone called CT8008 Boobies. And it was so fun. It was so fun. And then when I died, I respawned as CT7175 Titties. And I was having the time of my life, man.
You're a troll, bro. That's what you are. You're a troll.
No, because when I play games, like, I'm literally trying to escape. I'm literally trying to have fun, make people laugh, make myself laugh. Like, I don't like making gaming content anymore. I got to be honest, because it's ruining my experience with gaming.
You trying to get immersed into the boobies?
What is that?
Well, you said you had a character named Boobies, so I was saying you're trying to get immersed into the titties.
Oh no, I'm a one lady guy, man, and I got a lovely lady. I'm good. She is the best. How's your relationship going, Grassman?
I don't want to disclose too much, since this is.
Are you happy? We need to know.
I am.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm satisfied, very satisfied. I've got my lady friend, and I like where things are at. You
and Sassmaster.
No.
On a scale of like,
I just want to say I like what I have, because I don't have like a real girlfriend. I've got like a low commitment, like I hang out with her maybe a couple times a week. Like I probably message her like a couple times every day, but I only see her like a couple times a week, so I don't live with her. We're not in a real relationship, so there's no like, it's not like I got to take her out on dates necessarily.
Wouldn't that be dope?
Huh? Yeah,
Wouldn't that be
it
dope?
would be, and I do that when I want to, but that's what I like about it, is that like once in a while, if I want to take her out on a date, I can do that. But it's not this thing where it's like, oh, every week we got to go do something romantic. If I just want to kick back and chill, like I got it good where I would prefer it. So
Are you guys exclusive?
no.
Do you want to be?
No, not I don't really, because once we're exclusive, it's pretty much a real relationship. This girl is the same girl that I've been like seeing for years now, so it's the girl who is married, so it's obviously not exclusive. That's the other person that she's seeing.
I got you. Okay.
But like the fact that she lives with them, like, so like all they get in, like, I don't fight with her that much. I don't know. It's just way different from my last relationship with Frankie, where this shit was just hell. I mean, it was just disaster and like fighting and like arguing and shit all the time. So I mean, I really like what I have.
You're an argumentative bastard, to be fair.
I am, and so that's why, to be honest, I probably just shouldn't be
Single. You shouldn't be.
Single.
Correct, because you learn
I
about
shouldn't
yourself.
be. I feel like I shouldn't be in a relationship. I'm like a
No, that's
terrible
what every
guy to be in a
doofus-
relationship
That's what
with.
every doofus says. Every doofus says that. But no, you learn so much about yourself because you have another person's perspective that loves you and cares about you.
Yeah,
and
I
wants you
learned
to succeed.
about myself from dating Frankie, but like I know all there is to know about me now. I learned, I know, and I mean, to be honest, it's just not, like I told you, dude, I don't like hanging around people. When you're in a relationship, you have to be around your girlfriend. You gotta
Hell yeah. That's sick.
Yeah, I don't like that obligation. I have days where, like, I just don't want to look at my phone, respond to any. I have a lot of days like that. Most days out of the week, I'm, like, not trying to respond to anybody. So to have a girlfriend there who'd be like, why are you calling me? Why are you replying to my messages? That'd suck. That's not what I want.
Then all you'd have to do is healthy communication. Be like, hey, I like time to myself. It has nothing to do with you. It's just how I cope with things, how I handle things.
But it's not likely that I'm going to find a girlfriend, a real girlfriend, an exclusive girlfriend who understands that, like, I prioritize...
Kyle, watch this. Have you been looking?
I've looked. You act like I haven't, dude. I've spent my time on Tinder. I've gone through the Hinge. I've gone through I've talked to girls in real life. Like,
Bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit, dog.
really, I wouldn't be getting written up for sexual harassment at work if I wasn't talking to girls in real life, bro. I promise you.
Who said they were girls? Like, that's not who complained.
Well, I'm saying they were girls. I promise you they were girls.
Just because you call them girls does not mean they're girls.
It's crazy that you guys are going to cook me for this.
No, we're not cooking you. We're just
no,
having a good time.
just pause. Considering that Kyle, this guy over here, got caught with his pants down with a trap in a hotel, dude, an obvious trap. So I don't know why we're talking shit. Like if I got to start airing out shit, I will, bro. Like I've never.
Are you attacking me over my sexuality these days? Are you saying it's wrong for me to have these lovings?
I don't know. I don't know whether it's wrong or not. I have no idea.
Is that of your opinion that
Hey,
it's
mate,
okay
man,
for someone to be dead?
I just want you to be happy, big dog, and I know
Yeah,
you got a lot of
same.
love to give. And sometimes, as your friend, I do know that you do hold yourself back, and you kind of stifle yourself, and you put yourself into containers that have lids.
Okay, what about what I just explained to you like represents that? Like I just told you that I was in a situation.
The thing that represented that for me was when you kind of went into a like, what's gonna happen if she's like, why aren't we hanging out? Why can't I see you? And then you looked flustered when all you'd have to do is just communicate it. But like you said, that is going to be a tough feature of a woman to find that is cool with that.
Bro, you've gone through the hoops of like trying to meet a girl. I'm assuming. I mean, you can believe that I haven't if you choose to.
We were
but
just
like,
joking.
if you actually have been through the hoops of trying to like date girls, meet girls, it's not likely that you're gonna meet this girl that understands 100% everything from your perspective, is down to do like in relationships, in real relationships, in the real world, you compromise. You always compromise. There's almost no relationships unless you're probably some like super misogynistic like douchebag who hates women. Like there's no world where you're not compromising. So there's no relationship where I'm going to be able to get 100% of what I want. In the relationship I'm in right now, the compromises that I have to make are little to none. I'm in a relationship where I can just be myself. I value my freedom, I value my privacy, and I still have somebody I can depend on. If I ever need help, if I ever am feeling a little bit lonely, if I ever want to fuck, like I've got somebody.
And is this like a long-term...
She's been probably my best friend since 10th grade. Like I've been talking to her for so long now.
Mm-hmm. But she's married to another dude. Are you hoping that one day there'll just be you?
I have no
expectations
expectations whatsoever of like ever being exclusive with her, like ever being in a real relationship. No. In fact, I think that would be a fatal mistake. I think any man in my position would be making a grave mistake if he were to, let's say, marry the girl that was cheating on her husband. Yeah, like that would. Yeah. A year from now, I would be miserable, dude.
And I just want to point out, I'm glad that you're happy, but I don't support any form of cheating. But like you said, you're not exclusive. You are looking for another, hopefully, snatch up wife type beat.
All right, can I say the game that I've spent the most time in now?
Oh, before one more second. 35k hours calculated for Soul series and about roughly 42 for 43k for Adventure Quest Worlds.
All right.
Say that again.
35k hours roughly for the Soul series and about 42 to 42.5k for Adventure Quest Worlds.
Okay, yeah. So for me, Adventure Quest Worlds is probably hands down. I'd imagine, and I was gonna say probably like 30, like somewhere between 20 to 30,000 hours spent in Adventure Quest Worlds. Probably like 10,000 in League of Legends, and I've probably got like close to 10,000 in Gloria Victis. But like Adventure Quest Worlds is the top. Yeah. Those are all sad games to have spent that much time playing. And the only game you would even be able to justify spending that much time in would be League of Legends. And that's assuming you made some sort of career out of it.
I've got tons of hours in Minecraft too, probably like a few thousand.
I mean, that's normal though, but I mean, I don't really put Minecraft up there the same as I put other games up there because I feel like Minecraft it's almost more of just a mental escape.
It's kind of like Minecraft is it's like a vacation home. You own it.
Yeah.
Most sandbox games are kind of like that. Like you can sink hours in, and it's not like you're not going to be necessarily retarded afterwards. Like, if you spend a whole day playing League of Legends or you spend a whole day playing Adventure Quest Worlds, and like the next day you're gonna suffer
try
from
having a
like
coherent conversation.
yeah, you're
with
gonna
somebody.
suffer from a loss of brain cells for sure.
Well, Minecraft's a little different though. I don't think you'd be retarded from it. I think if you sank too many hours into Minecraft, eventually it's either you do or you don't want to fuck kids. That's kind of all the way it works there.
That's when you. That's when. Yeah, I think that is mostly when you start like uploading. That's when you're. I don't think Minecraft players are like. That's just the content creators. I think that's streamers more than anything. It's the people who stream Minecraft too.
Minecraft YouTubers.
Hey man, I just uploaded the first episode of my Let's Play.
Take it down.
I've been enjoying it, man. It's just a nice, especially like, yeah. When I'm not feeling creative, I'll just hop on that game,
Is it,
and it'll.
do you have a server up 24/7?
I have a realm with some people in my Discord. But yeah, it's nice and fun. And
So-
I do enjoy it.
The end of SoTeeko, the start of SoPedo.
No. None of that.
Okay, the next question.
But I have been thinking about rebranding. I have been.
The fuck?
Yeah. Because I do a blog where I write about men's mental health. I write about like my favorites and stuff, like travel wise. And it's called Trev's Page. Trevs.page. And at the end of each blog, I write Love Trev. So I was thinking about transitioning my channel and everything to Love Trev, but it's taken on Instagram. But I don't give a fuck about Instagram, so I might just make that smooth little transition, because even my friends in my my online Discord buddies friend group Discord, they all just call me Trevor now, because we've known each other a decade. So kind of been looking to drop the Teeko, especially because then I think it would make me more of just a me, you know?
More human.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why, like earlier when I called Mace by his name and not by the word Mace or whatever. It's just I don't feel a connection as much when I drop a video game name these days as opposed to someone's actual name. Like
kind of
when
like
people
showing a freaking, what are those called? Like showing the Bible to one of those freaks and calling them by their real name, and they're like, Exorcist.
I've been called. It's just I've heard the name Aiden far less than I've heard the name Mace. So it's
Why don't you just make that legal change then?
I mean, I will one day. I definitely will.
Mace.
It's just.
Do you really want to be tied with that?
I mean, not
Mace?
not Merrick, but
Okay.
Waller.
but Mace, yeah.
I'm gonna say if it was Merrick Mace, bro, there's a 1 in 10 chance that at some point it comes back to you for the hyenas shit.
I'm not sharing names with fucking Merrick,
Merrick.
dude. That's so
Money shot.
Poverty shot Derek.
We're not.
Money shot Mace.
What the fuck? Bro, okay. Least favorite food. My
Bro,
least.
if you change your name to Mace, please be Mace Windu.
Only if Disney
Or-
brings Mace. Are you drinking pee, bro?
Or you could be Mace Walmart White.
Kamehameha.
Is that what that is?
It's the Kamehameha one. I also have the Ocean Bomb Goku Black. It's a melon flavor. I have the
that a
Gohan. No, these are just I think these are sparkling waters. They're actually pretty freaking good. And then I have an 18-year-old bottle of Macallan.
Macallan.
Okay, what's your guys' least favorite food?
Oh.
Is this food that we'll eat, but we just really don't like it?
You're
Or is
just
this
not
food that
gonna
we
eat it.
outwardly not touch it?
You won't.
That's the worst question. Have you seen me? You think I hate food in any capacity?
There's gotta be something you don't like, dude. There's something everybody doesn't like.
Are you a blue cheese guy, Kyle?
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm a blue cheese guy.
You're a freak. You're a freak.
No. Are we talking blue cheese sauce or blue cheese crumble, the actual cheese itself?
We're talking sauce, because even the crumble I'm not putting on anything.
The crumble, I'm more a fan of. The sauce, I feel, is just a ranch with extra steps.
Like leaving it out overnight.
Fuck no, that's going in the fridge 100%. But a little bit on some pizza, maybe a little bit on some wings, a little bit on like a nice salad. I could go for sure.
It's easy for me. Anything pig.
What?
Because anything pig. Pigs will eat anything, and then I'm not going to eat them. You know, I think it's just gross. No, just like
you fucking Muslim or something. Is that the people that don't eat?
Cows eat grass and wheat.
Pigs eat ass.
Chicken eat corn. Pig will eat anything. You never know what's going into a pig. And I wouldn't want to eat something that I don't know what's going into it. You know what I mean? It's like, I wouldn't want to drive my car if I didn't know what fuel was in it. We running it on dish soap, or we running it on 87?
What would be so wrong about a car that runs off dish soap?
That'd be a smelly road. But anything pig,
bubbly drive.
I wouldn't touch. I'm not a big fan of onion rings. Because you bite into it, and then sometimes the onion just slithers out.
Yeah, indeed.
And I kind of feel like it feels really like it's a very perverted feeling when the onion ring just drags out of the breading. What are we looking at, Kyle? Come on, man. What are we doing? Don't look at me like that.
A good onion ring is a fantastic thing. A bad one is not a great thing. For example,
facts.
Here in Oregon, we have a place called Burgerville. They're also in like parts of California and parts of Washington. Burgerville, when they decide to get off their ass to not hire fucking just high schoolers ruin everything. But when they don't hire lazy ass high schoolers, they have their Walla Walla onion rings, which are fucking fantastic when they're done right. But I'm sorry, but if you
let me get back there and show you how it's done.
If you're making me pay $8.99 for 6 little fuckers, right? And you're giving me the most disgusting shit ever.
Explain what a good onion ring is.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you what a good onion ring is, and then you verify, right? Mm-hmm. I like the big ones, like the nice big ones. I like a nice, like a nice milk chocolate brown breaded fry.
But big and skinny in the middle, or big with a lot of breading in the middle?
I like skinny. Because then you don't bite into it and get like hot oil in your mouth.
Yep.
And first crunch, it has to be nice and crunchy. The first bite.
And it has to have a good amount of onion in it as well, that bite, but without pulling the whole onion out.
A really nice house sauce. I don't want to have the same sauce everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Me and Kyle, let's fucking go.
Boom. Let's go.
Mace doesn't know about onion rings like that. But the reason why I try not to have them is because I know the places I frequent don't have good ones. But sometimes you just like, ooh, that sounds real fucking good right now. Sounds real good. But then I usually I play the safe game. I take the, it's 3rd and 15, and I run a halfback draw as opposed to go for the first down. And I usually go with like chicken and wedges or something. But my safe play anywhere I go is the chicken tenders, because it's really hard to fuck up chicken tenders until you go to fucking Canada. Until you go to Canada and you ask for chicken tenders and barbecue sauce.
You've never bitten into a chicken tender and it's fucking pink in the middle, dude? You've never had that?
Never. But
he's not an Opa special.
Yeah, that's why I stopped ordering chicken tenders.
From where?
Most places.
Call the place out.
Hale's Kitchen.
That's probably a small business too. That's fucked.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
You ain't no key.
I would say though, after working there, Burger King, solid ingredients compared to like a nice McDonald's that looks like an Apple store, but they're selling you shit. They really are.
I like chicken nuggets.
And their onion rings, you stay away from the Burger King onion rings, because unless you get them right out of the fryer, they're going to be as soft and droopy as grasses in public.
Mushrooms are my least favorite food.
Yeah, I don't fuck with mushrooms, especially on pizza. Don't ruin a pizza by throwing mushrooms on it.
And the flavor of mushrooms, it doesn't add to anything. I mean, people really like to use cream of mushroom and with things like pork and other dishes, and it adds absolutely nothing. You can use anything else. You can use cream of chicken. You can use cream of celery. You can use
cream of tartar.
Dude, anything else.
Now, for me, it depends on the mushroom. It also depends on how the mushroom's prepared. Because if we're going to go for mushrooms specifically, like on a pizza is kind of meh. And a nice, let's say a little bit of mushroom and like a nice meaty lasagna, for sure. I'd probably take some mushroom in there, but that'd be a nice meaty mushroom. But some woodier mushrooms sat in a nice vinegar for a good I don't know, a few month marinade. That's some good stuff right there.
Now, what about kratom? How do you feel about kratom?
I feel that anyone who does that is an addict. Doesn't want to say that they are.
What the hell is kratom? Do I have to Google this right now?
Can you explain to Tico what kratom is? He doesn't know.
Kratom is a powder type of supplement.
It's an opioid.
Pretty much, yeah. It is a opioid. It's opioid suggestion.
The National Institute on Drug Abuse says that it is an opioid.
It does not say that.
It does.
Read it to me.
Kratom commonly refers to an herbal substance that can produce opioid and stimulant-like effects.
So it doesn't say that it's an... So you lied. You just lied. Can you admit that?
No. It can produce
opioid
effects.
No,
you're saying something completely different than what you just said.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
No, you
said it is an opioid.
That's what it says.
No, it's not an opioid. It gives the effects like an opioid, but it's not an opioid itself.
So if I make you horny, are you really horny?
Listen.
No, he's never horny.
You know that a stimulant, to be stimulated, could be caused by several different... Like, if you're stimulated, it's not just because you consumed caffeine. And something else that causes you to be stimulated wouldn't be categorically in the same...
Hold up, I misread this completely. It produces effects such as... Like... okay,
yeah,
we're good. Disregard.
So, because an opioid is... I mean... Kratom isn't going to, like, fuck up your life like opioids will.
Well, not great.
No, certainly not. But opioids...
Well, you just put it in your mouth.
Opioids have certain, like... In terms of... Kratom isn't well documented in terms of the effects, but, like, the long-term and the short-term effects of opioids are far, far worse than Kratom. But...
You think that chair's huffing and puffing right now?
I don't know, dude. I'm not. It could be. It could be.
Listen, man.
What's he doing?
This is Vicodin. This ruined my life for many fucking years. I keep this small little bottle of Vicodin around as a reminder of where I used to be and where I am now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was very badly addicted to Vicodin for almost 8 years, thanks to an injury back in high school.
And would that be like
hydrocodone?
Okay, there we go.
Like most people wouldn't. Like most people in this world, if they took some kratom, they probably aren't going to take it again, because it's nothing like opioids. It it produces somewhat similar effects, but nothing like, because I've been taking kratom for years now, and I've tried different strains, and I mean, there's just no way. If this is what opioids are like, then this is sad. Because kratom is like drinking a strong cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And opioids, a lot of the time, like, they make you droopy, they make you, like, feel, like, a little bit lightheaded, maybe. Right, Kyle?
I felt more like me. Back when I was still on this shit. I mean, I felt like I could actually go out in the world and do things when I was just. I guess it's hard to say from an addict's perspective per se, as opposed to what. Because I mean, I use this in my daily life. I used to use this in my daily life. I felt like I needed to use this. This is how I would go out. If I didn't have this, I couldn't go out, kind of thing. So I don't really know per se how I
reasons or like mentally.
Mental, very mental.
Oh.
No, I used to pop these things like candy. They called me House back in fucking high school because I had a cane, a limp, and a fucking massive bottle of opioids. So I just popped throughout all of the at school. I've been sober for 4 years now.
Oh, I get it now. But, House. Yeah.
I
was like, damn, he was that big.
Fuck.
Took me a minute.
But no. I guess for me, it's hard to quantify what I'd say how it would make a regular person feel, because I don't have that same mental tie as what a regular person who just has one once in a while would feel per se. Yeah. I
am addicted to kratom though, so I get withdrawals and shit if I don't take it.
Oh,
I get like crazy withdrawals. Like I get all like, I start sweating, snot starts pouring out of my nose. I get all fucking shaky, and I look like I'm fucking like.
So I remember a conversation that you and I had 4 years ago, when you were like, "Ask me in 4 years, am I still smoking cigarettes?"
No, there's no way I said that. I've never been down to quit cigarettes. Maybe weed. I might have said that about weed, but there's
no. It was cigarettes, and you said that it would take you about 2 to 3 years, and I'm like, I'll give you 4.
This is a conversation you had with somebody completely different that may have looked like me. I would never quit. I like cigarettes too much. I'm not down to quit cigarettes. You could talk me into quitting probably every other drug that I take, but cigarettes, I'm never dropping.
This is so funny that he says this, because when we were at this is 4th of July, the week that I was over there, he went and said and I quote, "I've been really thinking about quitting these things recently," and then trailed off and didn't say anything more about that again. And this was what?
Why are you guys coming on this podcast to fucking lie about me, bro? Listen, we're
trying to be as helpful for you as possible. You've been addicted for many years. You need to really help yourself out with this one.
Yeah, me and Kyle were actually talking before this. This is an intervention.
Seriously,
listen.
We're gonna order a pizza. We're gonna take our socks off and just talk.
We're here for you.
No, not. Why socks off?
Because I wanted you to focus on what I was saying, so I had to say an
Kyle, why does he want the socks off?
He wants to see the dogs.
I don't, but we got to give you that like nice comfort thing to look at. We know you're into dogs.
Okay.
No, but anyway, what's the next question?
Next question is, if you had one superpower, what would it be? Any superpower. Ooh. Just one, though.
You know the gun from Portal, where you can make like one portal could open, kind of thing? You know, like portal gun? Like that, but suck myself off. Is it? If I had to seriously choose a superpower, though, it'd probably be invisibility.
Just two back-to-back horny answers.
Yeah,
That's
what's
crazy.
wrong with you, dude?
No, it'd probably be what'd be a good one? What, like, it has to be one that's just usable in daily life, because I mean,
I agree.
you could say, oh, I have the ability to lift things really good, like super strength.
And what are you gonna do? Work in a warehouse?
Exactly.
How are you gonna make
great.
money with super strength? You know, they're gonna ban you from all the weightlifting competitions anyways after you beat everybody.
And then it's like, oh, flight. Oh, that's cool. But, like, what's flight really going to do for you? Make so you're not late to work anymore? Like, fuck. Oh, you can go across the world in flight. But after you've
You'd
done
be
that so many
cold.
times. Well, no, you'd add in the ability to get rid of, basic things like that. Like cold.
You'd have to wear goggles.
Yeah.
You have to.
I guess.
You'd have
And
to.
this also gets rid of super speed. I mean, unless if you're working for Amazon, what the fuck is it going to do for you?
Plus, what happens when you're like flying internationally and you're jamming to music, but then your cell reception dies?
Yeah. So I'd probably say
What the-
What do you do
teleportation.
there? That's
Either
solid.
Teleportation or invulnerability. So, like, instant recovery.
Is it teleportation like that sass, like, you know how those sassy superhero girls do it, where like you're standing here, someone throws a punch, but then you disappear and then reappear in a corner like this?
That's awesome.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
that.
Hell yeah!
But what about
Now-
For it.
you said invulnerability, but then you said like instant regeneration. That's what you mean by invulnerability? Instant regeneration?
Well, invulnerability / instant regeneration, because, like, if you think about the fact that,
Oh,
like,
he wants a 2-pack. He
Yeah,
wants the
I'm
combo
not
pack.
sure about
He
this, bro.
He
I
wants
think
the
this might be
shampoo
against the
and
rules.
conditioner.
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
can't have the
A 2 in
shampoo
1?
and the conditioner.
I would
Is
take
this
the
in
Deadpool without the cancer.
You can't have the salt and the pepper.
Well, okay, so that's
This is
the
against
thing.
the terms of service.
Well, you say that, but Deadpool exists, and both of them have come back. Both Deadpool and Wolverine have come back from just one blood cell.
Bro,
So
spoilers. I'm not there yet, man.
You don't want to
I
watch
don't know, I mean-
Deadpool anyways. Fuck that garbage.
I mean, I guess the most useful one you could have would be Lelouch's mind control. But that'd be
Fucking
about
how
it.
many
I mean,
powers do you need, bro?
Yeah, bro.
I just wanted you to tell me.
He's got a whole hot bar filled with powers now. He's chill.
Okay, I
I'm just trying to think
want
of
to
most useful.
hone in on this instant regeneration and vulnerability thing. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to die
Yeah. No one wants to die.
ever.
I can't wait to die one day. That'll be cool.
I'd like to see the end of the universe.
be surrounded by my family.
Damn, you want to live forever?
Why not?
Dude, he's speaking like a true Sith right now. He really is.
Which are the
Not only
good
that,
guys?
but, like-
No,
Yeah.
they're the bad guys. See,
Right.
with the Force, I was gonna say the Force. But with the Force, there's two sides. There's light and there's dark. In the dark, you use your power for selfish gains. In the light, you use your power for selfless gain. So for me, I'd like to be able to heal. You know, just be able to heal anything with my hands. I know I'd probably get kidnapped and then, like, they'd threaten to cut my hands off as ransom. But I think I'd really like to be a healer, even just like mental health. Like, come here, grasses, let me give you a Michael Jordan and grab the top of your dome.
Interesting.
I think I'd be, yeah.
Get rid of the ball
Healing.
crushing. No more.
that seems like it. That's a pretty like a selfless power to have. Kind of.
I love helping people, man. Helping people makes me feel good. What about you, big dog? You look like invisibility.
Yeah, I am an invisibility type of guy. I'm not gonna lie. I probably time travel, like the ability to travel back into the past, specifically. maybe.
That's pretty lit. But what would you do with it?
Just change everything, about 100% of my life, like everything.
Okay, what's the starting point? What's the date, the time?
I mean, a lot of my changes would probably... It probably all starts in middle school, 6th grade. Go back to when I was shopping at the mall. I was in PacSun with my mom, and I was looking at shoes. And, I bought these, like, girl shoes that were rainbow-colored high tops, and I just thought they were the coolest things, and the guy was like, these are girl shoes. I was like, I want them anyways. I would go back in time, and I'd be like, don't buy those fucking shoes, you faggot. And I'd tell myself whoa. Listen, that's the only thing I'd be able to say to myself.
Edit that part out.
Can't be here no more.
Listen.
No, I'm not comfortable hearing that, man.
Bro,
that was the whole F, bro. What the fuck?
I'm calling myself that. What are you talking about?
Still, you can't use that word, bro. That's
none
right
of that.
What am I supposed to tell myself? How if
you
I'm not
hate the gays? The fuck?
That's not what I said. I didn't say I hate the gays.
Yeah, loser.
I just said don't buy those shoes.
But then you said another word after that, and we need to hone in on that. Like, what made you feel like you could use that word these days?
I can use whatever word I want to use.
Yeah, but
that word
freedom of speech.
Correct, but it's the integrity and the amount of honor that you have to know which words not to use.
Yeah. I don't have that.
I think you're a faggot.
I think you should just apologize.
Apologize?
To us, not to everyone else, just to us.
This guy just said it.
He's going to apologize too, is the son of a bitch.
I never said that.
I apologize for saying the F slur.
And take that out of your vocabulary, man.
No.
You can't have hate in your heart like that. Come on.
It's not hate. It's not hate.
So you were saying, we're just going to cut right back in because we're taking that out.
Bro, it's part of my... It's part of the...
We're taking that out.
It's part of my... You just don't want me to tell you what I'm using time travel for then?
No, I want you to be a nice integral person.
You want me to change the entire reason I'm using time travel?
No, I want you to change the dialogue that you use with yourself.
The dialogue is crucial to why I'm going back in time. These words need to be said.
No, you can break it down easier than that.
No.
Language was invented to woo women.
Okay, so why do you think I'm telling myself not to wear those shoes? Or buy those shoes?
Because you felt like it was a grave mistake, quote unquote.
Yep. And why do you think I felt like that?
Who knows? It's up to you. I will never know your...
What do you think happened? A 6th grade boy goes to middle school. He's new to the school.
Bullied.
Yeah, I did.
I think there was some homophobia going on.
Probably a lot of it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of it. So that's why I need to go back in time.
And you can clearly say, like, hey, just to enlighten you, you're going to get bullied for that. People are homophobic. It's just how people are. One day, you can wear those and no one will bat an eye. But not today.
The young me isn't going to listen to the old me who sits him down and tries to logically explain to him why he can't wear those shoes. The young me is going to listen to the old me who comes back and scares the shit out of him and starts calling him slurs and making him feel weird about himself.
Would call you that same slur.
Yeah, I know.
You're the most stubborn bastard I know. There's no way old you wouldn't buy those shoes regardless.
Well, see, young you is going to see you look like a fucking crackhead and be like, oh shit, I don't want that, and fucking completely fix his life.
True, dude. True.
Or you can go back and buy those shoes, you know?
Okay, well, anyways, I'd go back, I'd tell myself not to buy those shoes. That's where it all started. That's like one of the first mistakes I made was those shoes. I'd go back, probably tell myself not to date this. So when I was in middle school, I was locked into this relationship with this black chick named Shania. And, nothing wrong with Shania. But I would go back, tell myself not to spend so much time dating Shania and play around with the other girls. Get some experience. We go into Cavallero. Tell myself not to hang out with Trevor, to find a different crowd, to bring mini grasses into maybe a cooler crowd, a more popular crowd. Use time travel to manipulate certain events so I rise the ranks of popularity. Eventually, I've used time travel to get in with the cheerleaders. I just keep, spitting game, playing game. Every time something goes wrong or I get slapped or somebody reports me to the principal for something creepy, I go back, I undo it with time travel. I make sure I get my game down, A1, correct and sound, so that in the future, game I spit never goes wrong. I'd go back and make sure we never bully that one fucking ginger kid that I made a website about and posted pictures of him. Shit. Reggie, go back and save Reggie, because God knows what path that set him down.
Bro, I'm friends with him on Facebook. He went to college to play in the band. He's chilling.
To play in the band, bro? What do you mean, dude? Maybe we needed to bully him harder then. So go back in time and upgrade the website, Photoshop some pictures, go even harder.
You dog, you're the website guy.
And then most importantly,
I just gave the nicknames, and maybe I shouldn't have given you the Grass's nickname or given him Reggie or what did we call? I can't remember what we called Bryce.
Oh, it was like the name of it was like Virginia or something like that. Or
that's what it was. It was Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia.
Oh, we were just a ragtag. We're a ragtag group.
Yeah,
and there was harder.
But I would make sure I wouldn't be seen around you, since I feel like that was bad for my reputation. To be seen walking around town with you pretending to slam my head into mailboxes did nothing for my reputation. So we'd eliminate all of that. And basically, by the end of high school, I'll have married Brittany Evinger, and I will live a happy life. Oh,
man. Please cut this part out, man. No. I don't want to hear that, dog. That's terrible.
What? That's all I want. Terrible. That's all I want.
Nah, you can't. Oh, Mustard.
That's all I want in life.
Oh, Mustard. Next question. What do we got?
Next question. If you could spend an entire day hanging out with one celebrity or historical figure, who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it
I'd
be?
Say either Zac Efron or don't look at that. What are you doing, Kyle?
Which timeline, Zac Efron, are we talking about?
Oh, it's right now, like tomorrow.
Okay, so this current state of year to Zac Efron, not like a specifically post High School Musical, like right after then, during High School Musical, or
no, just like tomorrow. Either Zac Efron or Mace is gone, so we're probably getting edited out right now.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd. I'm trying to decide if I want to get a nice pizza to round off the weekend after this. I was thinking like pepperoni pineapple.
That's why I've been on my phone for the past 20 minutes just ordering food.
Hell yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck I want, though.
Me either. Man.
I also have a bunch of food from Margarita Factory in my fridge right now that I could just grab. That means eating leftovers when I could just buy new things.
No, leftovers sounds sick. Some nice leftovers. Toss it in the air fryer.
Oh, no. Steam oven. Gotta go for that steam oven.
Steam oven? Wow.
Yeah.
What's your pizza? What's your go-to pizza place? A local joint?
Okay, so you just opened a can of worms again. So if we're gonna go into pizza, I mean, it depends on the kind of pizza and what I'm feeling, because there is a lot of different types of pizza out there, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking pizza like a like a Detroit style deep dish pie. As we're going for that, I'd probably go ranch pizza here in Oregon. If not, I'd probably go towards something like a Pizza Shoals or Ken's Artisan over in Portland are two fantastic pizza places. Ken's Artisan being kind of its own kind of mashup style thing, while the Pizza Shoals being more of a traditional New Haven kind of slice. It also depends on what I'm really feeling. Am I feeling more kind of thinner or thicker? If I'm going from like a more of a thicker kind of heavy, like a heavy topping pizza, I'd probably go towards like a Round Table, which is a chain here in Oregon and a few other places. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, it definitely depends on what I'm really feeling pizza wise.
Who are you eating pizza with?
Well, we're back onto your intervention again. We're ordering pizza for us.
Yeah.
He mentioned food. My fat ass got hungry for a second, so I was deep diving into pizza.
Yeah, we're talking about food we were going to get after this. And I was thinking pizza, maybe some nice chicken, but we will have to wait and see. But Grassman, for you, big dog. Favorite pizza? What's your favorite pizza?
Just pepperoni. Frozen pizza, pepperoni.
Hell yeah, there we go. Needed another adjective on there, but we love it. I like pepperoni pineapple, or a nice stone-fired, authentic Neapolitan margarita pizza.
Good pizza choice.
And there's the best I've ever had was when I was in Scotland with my girlfriend. This place called Rose Pizzeria. The best stone-fire pizza I've ever had. You know, I got the bottom. It's nice and like charred. Nice and really crispy. But then on top, just everything you're biting into, it's like a nice, soft, hot piece of bread with some delicious, smoky mozzarella cheese. So good. So good. With a little basil, with a little spinach on top. Might have a pie tonight. I call them pies. Or zaz.
I don't think that's what they're called.
Oh, either. Like you slice of za? Slice of pie? Like pizza? I don't like it.
Well, if you offered me a slice of pie, I would think you were talking about like apple pie or Marionberry pie.
Marionberry? That's a crazy one.
That reminds me, a little off topic. PAX West.
Yeah.
In Seattle this year.
Yep.
I'm thinking about just dropping everything going.
You're gonna go?
I think I'm gonna do it.
I was gonna go before I saw the guest list. Looked like a dead freaking guest list, man.
Here's what I need to know. Number one, I know you have an Airbnb. Is there any more space open?
I have no idea. My lady friend did the Airbnb stuff for me, so I have no idea.
I would need to know if there's there's space open anywhere before I could drop everything, because I'm not looking to sleep on the streets.
Yeah, I feel you.
Find out by in the next couple days, 2 days or whatever, and let me know.
Right.
And because I just pretty much drop everything Thursday around 3 a.m. or so after when I get off work. Well, no, actually, no, Friday around 3 a.m. and then I just drive after work.
All right, I'll be there all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guest list just doesn't look great to me. From my perspective, in my world, I was hoping there'd be some Star Wars fellas or some, at least games that I like. Doesn't look like it, but I hope it's a good time. I hope it's some good panels. Are you going to any panels, Grassman?
No idea. Just go to whatever's there. Talk to
Shooting
whoever's
the breeze.
there. Yep. I'm just there to lurk and roam.
And you can hand out business cards for the podcast?
Yep.
Hell yeah. That's a easy way to get listeners, man.
There's one streamer.
Smack a QR code on there.
There's one streamer that's going to be there. Her old streamer name was Your Princess. So I think she goes by Jaden now. She's an old League streamer, and I can't wait to find her, dude. I think I might get kicked out of PAX, but I don't really think so.
Says the guy who wants visibility for obvious reasons.
Invisibility?
What do you mean can't wait to find her?
Right? And you're gonna get kicked out of PAX?
What? What are you insinuating?
What are you insinuating?
I want to know what this guy's insinuating first.
Bro.
We're on the same wavelength, me and Kyle.
Okay, then you explain what he's insinuating.
We both want to know what you are meaning by can't wait to find her and then getting kicked out of PAX.
You guys make it sound like I'm going to rape her or something, dude.
We didn't say that.
Then what are you talking about?
You went there, not us.
Then what are you guys talking about?
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Then why'd you do that? This was like a planned thing to do. You wrote these questions, dog.
Look, this isn't written down, but it is planned that I mean, it's not planned. I'm just hoping I run into her.
Then what's going to happen?
I talk to her. I probably say something I shouldn't. I don't know. I kind of just want to meme. So the lore behind Your Princess is that she falsely accused another League streamer of rape, or not rape, but like sexual harassment or something. Turned out to be a lot of bullshit, and so she ended up, like, the reverse canceling thing happened where she got canceled instead for making false accusations, and so it like totally fucked up her like career and viewership, and that's why she mostly goes by a different name now. So I just wanted to maybe poke some fun at the fact that she thinks.
So your goal is to walk up
people of rape.
So your goal is to walk up and be like, you know what? This one ain't gonna be a false accusation, and just full hit it. Yeah,
I'd just be like something like, aren't you the girl who falsely accuses people of rape or something, or just say something like that?
That's not what I just said. That's not what I said at all, right there. But
anyways, what's the next freaking question, man? God damn it.
Well, you guys were saying crazy stuff, dude.
Yeah, we were right, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were like talking about me using invisibility to like touch her and stuff or something.
We didn't say that again.
Then what were you trying to say? You don't want to say it, so I feel like I'm right.
You looked creepy doing this, talking about.
I'm a creepy guy. I look creepy doing everything I do.
No. That was no suggestion. That was I'm gonna get kicked out of PAX finding this girl. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Do you hear him? He's obviously insinuating that I'm just gonna fucking.
You were giving off a lot of Tip Fedora.
Like I'm just gonna I'm gonna grab her boobies or something with no restraint. I'm not. I didn't say I'm gonna get arrested. I said kicked out of PAX. Okay, you understand?
So? I'm pretty sure they'll have cops kick you out of PAX.
They might have security guards, but if I planned on getting arrested, I would have just said that. I would have just told you guys that.
Next question.
We're on a list
well, I
somewhere.
didn't even get to. I don't even. I tried to ask Kyle who he was eating pizza with, and you wouldn't tell me, dude. Who are you eating pizza with?
He did tell you.
Oh, he didn't tell me.
You. It's your intervention, bro.
I'm your favorite celebrity?
Oh, celebrity?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you fucking left, numbnuts.
I had to grab something.
So I said Zac
I know who you said. I heard you
Billie
say
Eilish.
Yeah,
because it'd be dope to send my girlfriend snaps.
Okay, did I miss what Kyle said?
No, you left in the middle of my answer.
I heard what you said. I heard both of those answers.
You put your headset down.
No, I didn't. I can hear. I can hear out of my headsets. Whether they're on me or off.
What about you, Kyle?
You know, who would I choose? Probably either Bourdain or Williams. Either Robin Williams or Anthony Bourdain, just to kind of see what their mental state was.
Terrible. That's awful, dude.
Those are two great choices.
Those are terrible choices.
I'm sure Bourdain would have tons of stories too.
Mm-hmm.
And Robin Williams would have a lot of cocaine stories.
Bourdain would really have to hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to hear cocaine stories when you could go maybe hear war stories from some sort of fucking general or some dude?
Well, take Colin Powell.
That's a good one.
You could always just do cocaine yourself. You know, make your own stories.
I would take Colin Powell, but I'd already spoken to him before.
Wow, no need to flex on us.
No, you know when you're like 7 or 8 and they make you do like a your hero kind of thing in school or whatever. I ended up exchanging letters with Colin Powell as kind of like a your hero kind of thing back in when I was a little shitling in elementary school, which led to like a small phone call for a while.
Oh, Colin Powell?
Yeah.
I was thinking about the guy from Twisters. Is that Glenn?
No,
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah,
Glenn Powell. My bad. I was like, wow, that's a weird one.
No, he said like a general or something. I was like, oh, I probably think of Colin Powell, but I honestly guess it'd either be Bourdain or maybe either Josh Gates or Jeremy Wade. Josh Gates would be Josh Gates of like Destination Truth, Destination X. He's a kind of I almost say an explorer / like history buff. Mm-hmm. Or Jeremy Wade would be, if you've ever seen River Monsters, that guy.
Man, if I wanted to give a for me answer, dude, Shane Gillis.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that'd be such a fun day. We'd go get some Panda Express. We'd go to GameStop. Walk around Walmart just with Shane Gillis.
Give some shitty takes on.
Go check out like a museum. Oh, so does everybody. That'd be fun though. Get some pizza with Shane Gillis. That'd be sick.
Why don't you just go hang out with Aiden Ross next, dude? I bet that'll be a whole bunch of fun too.
Yeah, I think he's a creep.
Yeah.
You guys can drink some lean together. Have lean stories.
No, I've never done a drug, and I'd like to keep it that way. That sounds terrible.
You've definitely done drugs before.
Caffeine.
Yeah.
If we're gonna
Caffeine's a hell of a drug.
It is a hell of a drug.
But I don't have a caffeine addiction. Like I'm not a big caffeine guy. Like my favorite soft drink is a nice Sprite, but Sprite Zero. I like decaf coffee.
Sprite, alright. Sprite isn't Sprite just regular Sprite caffeine free?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I like black tea, which is low to no caffeine. So I'm pretty good. I'm not really dependent on caffeine.
Yeah, but you like coffee. You like a cup of
coffee.
Tastes
it tastes so brilliant. And I think it's kind of what separates our age groups, you know? Like when I was a kid, I was like, "Ooh, this tastes bad," but just because your palate sophisticates and matures and
you're a grown man now.
Genuinely, yeah. I used to hate doing manual labor. I love mowing the lawn. I love building things. I
like
love
Hank Hill.
Laying down some gravel.
Yeah.
You know?
Like Hank Hill,
love
dude. That's what growing up is all about, bro.
Dude, I'm going to send you 2 pictures, Grassman. Can you please include this in the video? Because I started working on my lawn, 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, this was my back lawn. And right now, dude, it is literally as green as the Emerald City. You see that? You see how terrible that looks?
Yeah.
It is literally as green as the Emerald City. I don't have an up-to-date picture, so I'll send you one.
My front lawn is growing out right now again. We were having, well, like I mean just me, because I guess kind of just me, my dog, and my cat here. But you had it all. But I was having issues with the sprinkler system, and I finally got my sprinklers working for the first time in probably 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I was just hand watering for a while, and it was working pretty well for a bit now, but now there is a noticeable area, like multiple areas, where the sprinklers just aren't hitting, and because of that, there's a sea of green with a pathway around the entire thing, like almost like a small river snaking around of just brown dead ass grass, and it almost looks. Whoa! But yeah, no, it is fucking scuffed. But I do definitely see where the thing with grass. Because like, I mean, let's be
so
fair.
Fun, bro.
It's a flex on your neighbors, though.
It really is, and
yeah.
It's less of a flex, and it's more of a like pride and accomplishment feeling, because that's your domain.
It's a symbol
and
of
it's
status.
it's like having a messy room. Like it's not fun. You know it's not fun. In your mind you're like, damn, I wish this was clean, but it is just a nice obstacle to get over, just like having a really dead lawn. I think Kyle froze.
What you talking about, messy room? What you talking about, Willis?
Kyle doesn't care about messy rooms, I don't think.
Oh no! The whole house is freaking spotless. It's this one room which I use for printing stuff. This was my gaming room, which I completely abandoned for 3 months. So it's just been piling up of just random garbage and shit, and I haven't been touching it at all.
Yeah, my room's filthy right now. I got flies and shit in here, and things growing.
There is
Christ, man.
There is a box of Voodoo Donuts I bought almost 3 months ago, still sitting there. There's a half-eaten donut in there.
Eat one.
Ain't no way in hell.
Eat one. Eat one.
Eat one.
Eat one.
Eat one. Eat one.
Each one. Teach. No. 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 This place is a shitscape right now. You know what I did find though recently while going through this room, as I found my old chainmail.
That's cool.
There is a wonderful video somewhere of me taking a fat ass bong rip while in full chainmail.
Dude, that's
I need
cool.
to find that at some point. Dude, you were in the call with me when I did that.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you were.
I'd remember that.
I need to find that picture again.
You think
pizza
Kratom
sound, boys?
fucks with my memory?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Of course, everything that you put in your body affects your brain.
The celebrity that I would hang out with would be probably either Ariana Grande or Uma Thurman, dressed up as Poison Ivy.
Guy is so
Sexy.
horny.
But
What if he talks about going to PAX just to find a specific woman and get kicked out? Now he's going after Uma Thurman.
I feel like I could sue you for defamation.
Is it defamation when these are things you've said yourself?
Yeah, but you're insinuating something much, much darker than
He's
I was.
suing you on
Am
Am I
insinuations.
insinuating anything? You want this?
like let's also, yeah, I did do that. I was rubbing my hands like Birdman, and let's also backtrack to the fact that I didn't say I wanted my superpower to be invisibility. I didn't say that. I said I wanted it to be time travel. I just said I like invisibility. It's a good practical one.
But you said time travel so you can go back and marry your high school crush.
Yeah, and do other things, like not hang out with you.
I need this. Hey, man, that hurt my feelings a whole lot. But...
Dude, you're slamming my head into mailboxes, bro.
and then a jolly old guy walks out eating a bag of chips and it's like, what are you guys doing?
The best memories we had was playing phraseball, bro. So
I loved phraseball.
Maybe I'll keep that, but
What phraseball?
Like
sport we invented.
It is. We invented it. We had a championship.
Yep. We had people asking to play, dude. People love phraseball.
Explain it.
It's frisbee baseball.
Frisbee baseball. You play on a baseball field, and essentially, the infield is so deep that if you actually can throw a frisbee long enough, straight enough when you're in the 8th grade to hit the grass, it was a home run. Beyond that, you had teams of 2. One guy on the right, one guy on the left, one guy hitting. And then he'd be on the bases. If he was coming up, ghost runner on blank. But teams of minimum of 2. You couldn't play with one.
Yeah, you had to be small teams because you couldn't cover. You didn't want to cover the field. The idea was to try it. So the batter just flings the frisbee as far as they can, and the people in the outfield run and they try to catch it. If you're skilled with the frisbee, you can obviously avoid that with different techniques, but you go and you grab the frisbee and you try to send it back to the bases and get them out before they make it back to the home plate. It was fun as fuck.
Yeah. And because there was no
heavy ass golf disc, you start swinging into people.
we
did have a rule where you could throw a frisbee at people, and if you hit them while they were running, they were out. We had that.
Yeah, and if your throw made it to the base before the runner, because there's no baseman to catch it, you're still out. So we had in-depth rules, and it was really, really, really good.
Yep.
Like, we had fun.
It was competitive.
Playing baseball.
Yeah.
You could, at maximum, team of 3. So you have 1 infielder, 2 outfielders.
Yeah.
But it was sick. And we had, like, games running every single day. We had a championship game.
Yep.
It was sick.
Good time.
We made, like, $10 on it because we charged people $2.50 buy-in.
Those are simpler times for me, at least.
Of course, we were kids.
Except for when we ran away. That was a little. That was trying to make life too complicated, I think.
Oh yeah. You know what? We had some shitty households.
Yeah, we did. We did. We fucking did, bro.
We had some shitty households.
All right, then we're almost through these questions. I didn't realize these would take so fucking long, dude.
Do we want to save some of them and do the draft and do the?
No, we'll do the draft.
Should we do lightning round of these questions?
I just have 2 left, so we can get through these 2. And then I want to just breeze through the news real quick, and then I want to end the podcast. I got to start getting ready for work. The next question. This is my favorite. The most dangerous animal that you could beat in an MMA cage fight. And when I say most dangerous, I mean the greatest likelihood of the animal defeating you instead.
Is it right now? Mindset, or is it a 8-month camp for the fight? 3-month camp?
Right now. In the condition you are in right now.
I was going to say wolf, but right now I'm chilling.
No way in hell.
I promise.
Wolf is possible.
I promise. Yeah, I know. I know it sounds silly, but I promise.
No, dogs are possible.
You've seen a gray wolf? No. Not talking about fucking dogs here. A gray wolf is this fucking big. Do you know how big a wolf is?
Now, let me take on a fucking wild mastiff.
That's gonna kill you in a second.
Maybe a dachshund.
No, you could do that probably.
No, but I'm in really nice shape right now. I'm probably as strong as I've ever been. Consistently. I've had stronger peaks, but this is as strong as I've been consistently. Been in the gym nice and consistently, packing on more muscle now than ever. Athleticism wise, we're still tip top shape, like playing soccer all the time. So the only thing that I would challenge me is my mentality. Like I'd be in there hesitating because I'm not a killer.
Okay.
So if a gray wolf, if Kyle thinks a wolf would get the best of me, that's probably
You're not
fair.
Liam Neeson.
No, but I am. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
Know how to do it.
I think it would be important for a lot of people to learn to be able to beat a dog in combat.
Do you think that you'd have a better chance at a bear
dog
or
is a
Brock
dog.
Lesnar?
A wolf is a wolf.
A bear or a what?
Do you think you'd have a better chance at like a 8-month-old bear or Brock Lesnar? A 2-year-old bear. 2-year-old bear.
Probably the bear.
About to hit his
Probably
prime.
the bear.
What kind of bear, though?
I mean,
I'm
Brock
gonna
Lesnar's
say
a trained
California
fighter.
Brown. California Brown.
The thing is, with the animals...
And though California Browns, they're not grizzlies, but they fend off wolves. Herds of wolves, or whatever they're called. Groups, packs. There we go. They fend off wolves. They fend off, and I know this sounds silly, but mountain goats, they're not silly. In the animal world, mountain goats have such a fucking advantage, especially if they can get you head on. Mountain goats are insane, dude. Rams, a breeding ram, a fucking horny ass ram with his nuts hanging out, and his horns have never been thicker and stronger. That's an animal I want to see Mace in the ring with.
My answer is specifically a guinea pig because I know I can safely kill that thing. Everything else,
No,
like
but he said the most dangerous. What's the most dangerous? Not the one that you
tell me
think.
it's a guinea pig.
it's not a guinea pig then.
Like a snake.
Fuck. But
Ooh,
okay,
maybe
but they're not. That's different though.
Maybe no biting. Can we say no biting? Can
Okay.
we make that a rule?
No,
because
I think biting needs to be in there.
no, I'm about to say orangutan, but no biting.
Okay. You hand-to-hand combat with an orangutan.
Yeah,
They're
I think
allowed
I
to
could
use their feet
out.
too?
Yes, I know I could out wrestle an orangutan. I know I could. I know I could throw an orangutan into a rear naked choke and say night night. I know I could.
Oh,
Easy.
That's tough. I'm not sure. I think that'd be a close battle.
It would. It'd be a Valorant battle.
Yeah. So for me, that's a good choice. That answers the question perfectly because that's when I was thinking about it, I was like, you know, the question is
What you're asking is what's going to take you to your limit, but you're
yeah.
still going to win.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think as long as an orangutan didn't bite me, I think I'd be fine. Because I think the bite would kind of be like a flashbang. It'd really throw you off.
In that sense, it's fair since the orangutan is like a humanoid thing, so you guys should be on, some equal footing there. I think that's fair.
There will be no biting, no scratching.
For me, it would be a miniature horse. I beat the shit out of a miniature horse, bro. I don't give a fuck. I hate horses, dude. I beat the fuck out of that thing, and I wouldn't stop, dude. The referee would have to pull me off that miniature horse. Dude, I'd start
They would if it's a good ref.
stomping on it, bro.
Then,
Fucking bronies, man.
Then you're committing. No, we're talking about hand-to-hand combat. We're talking about honor, respect, dignity. You wake up, you bow to your opponent.
I hate horses.
Well, see, I was about to say like a donkey or a horse, but then I remember kicking. Like, could probably one-shot you with a kick.
They could. You gotta dodge it.
Easily.
You gotta be able to dodge it.
But yeah, no, honestly.
And you think right now you could dodge? Oh, he just took kratom. That's why he's thinking this
Yeah,
delusional
exactly.
shit.
You don't.
He's on
that's-
meth right now.
You don't see that?
No, your head's not even moving. Your jaw is in the same space.
No, my head's literally moving.
Your jaw is in the same pixel.
No.
It-
It's just
I
the webcam.
promise.
It's just the shitty webcam. My
No,
head's
no, no,
moving.
like-
it's literally moving like almost 2 feet from
your
the
head's
right to the
moving, but
left.
it's on a very tight axis.
No.
They aim right here, no matter what.
No,
You're getting smacked.
No, it's missing. It's missing. Its hooves aren't that
No.
big. I'm bobbing.
Its face is this microphone, right? And this is what you're doing. Like, no matter what, you're getting hit.
No,
in a very
no, look.
place. It's on you at all times, is what I am saying.
No, it's not, dude. I'm off it, bro.
I think the problem with this question for me is like, if I was like, when you're a kid and you don't really think about any of the extra parts of this, you'd think, oh, it's a horse, it's a whatever. You think, oh, I can beat that. But these days, knowing like what you know about muscle and strength and everything, it's like, shit. There's a lot of things I thought as a kid I could beat the fuck out of that I know I'll get mollywhooped by. Like a goat? Shit. If I was a kid, I think I could beat a goat. These days, I know a goat could whoop your ass. Crap out of me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, that would go crazy.
So what, like your answer is a horsefly?
Dude, horseflies can fuck you up. They can bite pretty hard.
I know.
But and no, honestly, my answer, if I had to choose one, I think that most dangerous would probably be a bobcat.
How are you beating it?
Kicking the shit out of that thing.
That's fair.
That's really all you can. You're not gonna get down to its level and punch it. That's not. I'm too tall for that. But I can kick it.
I'm not convinced that like any human would win in a. I think even a battle.
No, that's one of those that you go into it, you're scared shitless, but I think you'd surprise yourself.
No, dude. I think a normal human being is going to struggle even against a domestic household cat. I'm
kicking that fucker off a roof.
If that cat is, let's say that
cats are sneaky strong.
No, let's say the cat's feral, dude. I don't know if you guys have ever seen videos of the cats in houses turning on their owners, where they just like go wild and they're trying to kill their owners for God knows why. This is not explained in the clips, but they are like. They squirm and they fly around and they just bounce off the fucking walls. They're impossible to fucking grab onto, dude. They're impossible to, like, it would be hard to land a solid blow on a cat that's bouncing around. Kyle, I see you getting just, like this would be you. You'd be like, oh. It'd be all over the place. It'd be on your back. You'd be like... be on your leg, you'd be like, dude, it'd be crazy.
But see, here's the thing: they could do all they want to do, but you see, I have armor, about 300 pounds of it. That they can scratch me pretty good, but they're just gonna be going through the fat. That's all they're getting into.
He raises a solid point.
Give me a flex, Grassman.
Oh, no, it's just gonna get memed.
No, it's not going to get memed.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, there's nothing there. Well, there's a little muscle there, but that's
how about fat. How about ask me in 1 month?
See, this is what you said about the cigarette.
No, it's not. You literally lied about the cigarette. You both lied about the cigarettes. I can believe I said that about weed, but I mean, if it was I take smoke breaks at work. Where would my smoke breaks go if I didn't smoke cigarettes?
Knowing you, probably gooning.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to go back to jerking off in the stalls in the bathroom, man.
Did you ever stop, though?
Yeah. You guys seem to think, like, it's been a while.
No, we're joking.
No,
we're joking.
I know you're joking, but you're not at the same time, because there's a little bit of truth. Listen, the thing that's funny about jokes is there's a little bit of truth in all funny jokes. And Tico, and same for you, Kyle, it's been a few years since we've like consistently talked.
Exactly.
I'm not
shooting the shit.
Yeah, but you guys are soon going to find out whether it's the easy way or the hard way that I'm not the same guy that I used to be.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. The last question.
See, that's all. See. Healthy communication.
Bro, when he actually communicates.
I'm not... Bro, I'm not against healthy communication.
Yes, you are. You don't
like people. Oh my god, yes. Bro, I've gone weeks with you not answering me back when I've said, "Hey, yo, what you doing?" Nothing. And then like 3 months later, "Yo, bro, I was just doing this." It's like, what the fuck, dude?
That's facts.
You dip out of nowhere. I try to have any communication with you, and it just goes to fucking nothing. And then you're like, "Oh, bro,
I respond
how am I
eventually.
Man,
Eventually is a month."
last year we got to do a pod, man. New pod, new name, same energy. All right, dog, let's set this up. And then the day came.
Right now, Tico's deleting the messages where he didn't respond to me. I guarantee it.
No, I was adding you in the server that I set up.
No, you never talk to me in the server, man. You
But-
never talk to me in any servers.
Oh, I do too.
If you guys talk to me in the Swamp server, I'd probably always respond. I hope you guys know that. I would almost always.
Kyle, this guy dono walls us.
I know.
I don't dono wall, but I understand what you're saying.
Dude.
No. I could, but I don't.
You
I
pretty
should
much do, bro.
I
You
should
never
do
respond
that.
to
I should
anything.
just cut myself off from the world, and the only way they can ever reach out to me is if they want to give me money. And then that way I'll just be a lonely man.
Yeah, I probably would never ever reach
What's
out at
the
that point.
freaking next question?
The last question is the last question is not a real question, but it's, and I don't know how Kyle will answer this one, but it's basically, where can the viewers find you? If they want to watch what you do or contact you or talk to you, where can they find you?
Man, right now, at SoTeeko and everything. Maybe trevspage.com, linktree.com/SoTeeko. Usually streaming, usually having a good time. Just don't be weird. Be yourself. 7-8 billion different perspectives in this world. Why share the same one as someone else, you know?
Amen, brother. You can find me in my Swamp Discord. That's where I talk the
Only
most.
place.
Yeah, pretty much the only place. It's where I talk the most frequently. Pretty much the only place I talk. I talk to myself mostly. But you're welcome to
And you
chime
can also
in.
find him under a bridge smoking crack.
Yep, you can find me there too, dude. The Deception Pass Bridge, to be specific.
Oh, that bridge, bro.
It's a good bridge to smoke crack under.
It's a good bridge, but that bridge at like, what was it, 10:30 or 11 at night when I came in, dark as fuck.
Mhm.
Oh,
Scared of bridges a little bit.
I saw something terrifying out there when I got past
The
it.
Loch Ness Monster.
That
is around the area.
No,
I
it's
saw
Scotland, dog.
some weird
no, the
like.
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
Well,
I told you about
No.
this. What I saw. I saw a weird like white entity out in the woods while I was driving through. And I said
That's
that.
sick.
it's not. It wouldn't be the Loch Ness Monster. It's a monster that would be like the Loch Ness Monster.
Like, we
But
literally
Trevor's
have one in
right.
Washington.
What I'm
No,
talking
what's it
about
called?
isn't fake. It's real like mythology from the natives and shit, dude. There's like
What am I
sightings
thinking of? The Chewbacca that's running out there.
Are you talking about Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
we have one of those
yeah.
in Washington.
Yeah, there is a Bigfoot in Washington. Fuck, I forget if it's not.
No,
the Loch
that's
Ness
our
Monster.
that's our local legend.
There's another one too. Just Tico, real quick, just look up Loch Ness, Washington. I swear,
I'm looking at my pizza.
just look it up real quick. Just so you know, I'm not bullshitting. There is we do have local mythology about some sort of like sea monster,
Mhm.
and it dates back to like the natives and shit.
We've been trying to search and find recently. There is a
The green
old-
crab, I know.
No, this is here in Oregon. We
Antifa?
have a. Oh, we have lots of those, but that's what shotguns are for. But, no, Me and my buddy have been trying to find this Native Americans believe there's like this dragon, like this lake dragon, and we're trying and what it would do. No. Not the Loch Ness Monster. It's its own thing, and what it would do is it would basically drag people into the lake and drown them.
Yeah.
And so we've been trying to find that.
That's the Loch Ness one. It's the Puget Sound.
No, ours is everything is saying the Kraken.
No, it's not a Kraken.
Big
It's not the
ol'
Kraken.
That's what everything is saying.
Just look up Loch Ness, Washington.
I did.
There's even like, I swear to God, there's like documentaries and shit about it.
It's a sea serpent that guards breakwater in Seattle. It's called Shilly, and it's a Kraken.
No, bro, that is not what I'm talking about.
Oh, here we go. Amaluk.
You're gonna look? Okay.
No, it's called the it's called the Amaluk. It's AMHULUK. Is a creature associated with drowning disease and malarial fog that rises from the water's surface. The Kalapuya of the Willamette River locate the Amaluk in a lake near Fork Mountain, 15 miles west of Forest Grove in northwestern Oregon. He has originally wanted to inhabit the Atfalati Plains, but eventually went into the more comfortable lake. There he settled, indulging in his passion, drowning others.
Hell yeah. That's all.
Yeah,
that's
we've been trying to find this drowning dragon for a while. We okay, looking through different maps and stuff, we're pretty sure we've actually pinpointed the lake that is mentioned in all of the old mythos for this Native American dragon thing.
Bro, oh my god, Trevor is so full of shit, bro. If you even look up Washington sea monster, it does not bring up the Kraken. It's not even one of the first things that come up. It's like the first 10 results are a Nessie type monster. That's the Loch Ness monster.
Bro, it's right there.
What? Bro, what are those? Are just searches. Those aren't even search results.
No, it's everything I read was from the search results.
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't go into any articles or anything just because there's so much information.
Literally, Loch Ness, Seattle. There's a fucking documentary about it right there.
Yeah, I see that. The IMDb one.
Yeah. Washington sea monster. Mythical lake monsters. Nessie's cousin. There's even a Lake Chelan dragon.
Yeah, I think there will be, of course. And they were probably, everyone forgets we were Pangea once. Everyone forgets. Anywho, so what's with the news?
There's even a sea serpent called Caddy. There's all sorts of fucking monsters, dude.
I had an answer for social media, though.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out where the people can find Kyle.
It's the Swampers Discord.
Okay.
Only feet, but not only fans.
The Swampers Discord will be in the description, by the way.
You can find me on Instagram at KyleHack1, or you can find me on X at ZRoyalEvasive. I'm not very active on there, but that's definitely somewhere you can find me, or on YouTube at Evasive Floppy Disk. Though I do rarely upload there as well.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
All right. Let's breeze through the news real quick, fellas, and let's make this quick. So at the beginning of the week, and I was thinking of Trevor. I was thinking of Tico when I took note of this, but on What was the 19th? That was, I think, Monday.
Tuesday.
Tuesday? Oh, no,
Monday.
On Monday, Star Wars, the Acolyte show was canceled.
Good.
However you say that. Acolyte. Oh, so I wanted to ask Trevor, why was it canceled? Or Tico, I wanted to ask Tico, why was it canceled? I haven't seen much.
It was, I didn't watch it, so everything I say is from the consensus of...
How can you be a Star Wars fan and just not watch new Star Wars content?
The showrunner and the star basically said this show wasn't made for me.
But you're wearing a Star Wars shirt.
No, exactly. They said that this wasn't made for Star Wars fans.
What, it's for onboarding new fans?
Pretty much. And then the people that were super hype about it pretty much said if you don't like what you're seeing, don't watch it. So it was a very divisive show. It broke a lot of canon and kind of took liberties in certain places that really upset not only true Star Wars fans, but also people at Lucasfilm that had a modicum of power and is now the reason for it getting canceled.
So how come I always, whenever I hear Star Wars talked about now, except when it's from you, you're pretty much the only person I see positive things about Star Wars from. Every time I see news about Star Wars, there's always people complaining about how it's being, about how they're just trying to, mark off things on their social checklist. The show's super progressive. They just want to, fit into certain agendas. And what's the validity to shit like that?
That's the idea. But that's a good idea. The issue is they're doing it in a disingenuous way at times, where there's 10 people in a room, 3 of them are likely to be LGBTQIA. Sometimes people...
That doesn't seem accurate. Wouldn't it be more like... There'd probably be one in every 50 people, probably, would be LGBTQ, or 1 in 100. It's probably something bigger than that.
Sure. Whatever you want to speculate. The issue is you can make good shows at the same time while doing that. And there's been prime examples of good shows with people of color in leading roles, with people in the LGBTQIA community that are excellent actors, are excellent showrunners, are excellent writers. And then there's, giving opportunity to people that seemingly are doing it for their own individual gain as opposed to a story / fans gain. And I really feel like the product put out by Leslie Headland, The Acolyte, was something that was personal to her and reflected her personal views. And when you do something so personal, you take away from what you're trying to do when you create art, and that's create art that anybody can enjoy. Anybody from any background can enjoy. And when a majority of people viewing your art feel like they're being not only secluded, but purposefully left out from the opportunity to enjoy, there's going to be some really divisive talk going on. And that's what happened with The Acolyte. And you pair that with having a really bad product in general because the story wasn't good. The story was very flat, and there were liberties taken that broke canon that's been around for years and decades, that is well established with fans, well established with people that enjoy the product. It sucks, and it feels disingenuous because it seems like she's only doing it, put a feather in her cap, as opposed to use that feather, dip it in some ink, and keep the story going. Do you know what I mean?
I suppose. Well,
I just feel like
I also saw, because I was reading the Forbes website, the Forbes article about it. They were saying that with the Acolyte ending, pretty much almost all the Star Wars shows are now ending or have already ended, and that there's basically like only one or two that are still, maybe just one that's ongoing. How come these shows aren't getting renewed? Are they just short life shows to begin with, or are they not getting enough viewership to be worth extending?
Viewership is fair for the Acolyte because it's the lowest viewed show ever for Star Wars. But we're not gonna dance around it. It's getting canceled because it was terrible, and the fans didn't like it, and the fans voiced their opinion, and another show is getting canceled purely because the actor is just not. He's too old. He's too old. He's too fat to play the character that he used to play, and he can't play the character anymore.
Which one's that?
Book of Boba Fett. Tamora Morrison is just a bit too old to play what should be about a mid-20s Boba Fett.
And you don't think it's time to start the Mace Windu show?
We're past. He's too old now. Sam Jackson can't do Mace Windu things anymore.
He says he can.
Then ticking clock. Gotta get going. But it's like with the Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan show, like that was pretty much a perfect R Ewan McGregor, but the issue is in universe, Ewan currently was older than Obi-Wan when he died. So we missed out there. We probably missed out on any more Anakin Skywalker content because Hayden Christensen is in his 40s now and he smokes cigarettes, so his face is showing heavy signs of aging. So it's just more so missed opportunities than anything, and that's kind of what they got for playing with house money for so long, and now they don't have the house chips anymore because Obi-Wan Kenobi's too old now.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker's too old now. Natalie Portman can't play Padme again. So there's just like Mark Hamill is too old to play any sort of Luke Skywalker anymore. Harrison Ford is senile, crazy old, and God rest her soul, Carrie Fisher's passed. So
you can always recast characters, though.
You can, but Star Wars is never recasted. So it'd be a first, and I support a recast to tell the stories. The issue is the universe seems so small, and the universe seems so like confined, and so like Star Wars is literally a perfect entity that feels tainted because of some lackluster production, some lackluster shows, and the Acolyte's a part of that. Like Star Wars fans outwardly rejected the Acolyte.
Well, how are you saying the universe is? They could always go back and follow some of the. Why couldn't they just recreate some arcs that are in the comics, like where Darth Vader goes and fucks up other planets?
But you can do that with Darth Vader because he's in a suit.
Yeah.
You can't really do that with Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker without extensive deep faking. But they haven't really done that. They've done some very tight shots, some very safe shots with the deep faking, and I don't know. I don't know how they feel about it, but anything but confident. I think their bread and butter right now is animation, because right now with the new Unreal Engine, animation is insane. Like, the recent season of The Bad Batch just wrapped up a few months ago, and the water physics in that animated show are better than some water physics in some AAA games.
Yeah.
So I think that they're kind of understanding where their bread is buttered, Lucasfilm, and that's why that show got canceled. And I think it's more so, hey, this fire's still burning, but we'll put some baking soda around the fire so it'll inevitably die out as soon as its fuel is gone. And with Boba Fett, I think they realized that it was an old dying dog that they just had to put down, because Boba Fett's meant to be like, what, in his very early 30s when he was supposed to die the first time. Very early 30s. So it was really tough to see like a 50, 60-year-old Tamora Morrison try and play a guy in his very early 30s. It just didn't look natural. And it didn't work. It was a very poorly received show. And they know where their bread is buttered, similar to Darth Vader, who's in a mask and a suit. Like The Mandalorian, the guy wasn't even there for the whole last season. He just did the voice lines. So I think they're realizing where their bread's buttered, how they like it cooked, and they're going to stick to it. Simple as that.
All right. So the next day, on Tuesday, Black Myth Wukong was released. This game became Steam's most played game of all time with over 2.2 million peak concurrent players. That was when I looked on Tuesday, so who knows if it went higher, which basically overtook the spot that Cyberpunk 2077 was holding. So I hear it's maybe a Souls-like game. I don't know. From what I've seen, the game looks cool, looks dope, looks epic. I will be playing it eventually, but I'm trying to save up some money so I can buy stuff at PAX, so it'll be after that. Does anybody have any opinions on the game?
Did you play the original Wukong?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
What's the original one?
Well, there was a Wukong that came out like a few years ago that I thought you were hyping up a lot.
That was Wolong.
Wolong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've not seen it, so I don't have an opinion on the game.
I'm pretty excited for it. I haven't had a chance to start playing it yet, but definitely will be deep diving into it. I have not seen any trailers, nothing about it. I just knew it was coming. And
it looks beautiful.
I know from previous entries into I believe this is a series per se. I'm pretty sure this is a series actually. There was a Wukong.
I mean, I tried to look, but I didn't see anything. I saw somebody saying it was like a remake of this game called Enslaved, but then when I looked it up, I didn't even see that those two games necessarily have a connection.
Interesting. What happened on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, Andrew and Tristan Tate were taken into custody. I believe they were sent back, but they're now under house arrest, and I believe, once again, they had a bunch of cars and shit seized. There were clips on Twitter of cops or whoever, like, breaking in through their roof and whatnot. Any opinions
my stance on anything like that: innocent until proven guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. I don't know anything about it, so I can't say anything about it.
I don't know anything about it. I personally don't think that they should have been arrested and destroyed and had their place thrown about again after they already had it happen once.
Right.
nothing.
Well, they can be
nothing-
placed under arrest if there's different charges levied.
No, for sure. But having their whole place scrounged around, thrown around again, when they've already done that once before and found
What if
nothing.
what if the charges are related though? You kind of have to.
So
They're just doing
it's-
everyone's just doing their job at the end of the day. It just sucks.
It is. They are new charges, but they're just the same charges, but it's like more girls. So they're accused of sex trafficking women, and so this is just more women were added to the list, and so they came back and yeah.
Why seize assets? Why seize cars? Why seize all? What does that have to do with the fact that they may have saved sex trafficked someone? Like,
When
I mean,
you seize
I don't-
things, you can look into, transactions. You can
It's-
pinpoint things, cross things.
Also, because it's hard to exactly know how the law and the legal system works in Romania. I'm sure there's things they do a little bit differently there. And also it could very well be the case that they might not even like the Tates living there, and so they might want them the fuck out.
Trying to make them uncomfortable.
Yeah. That could be, but I'm not saying that's what's happening. That just anything could be happening. I didn't look too deep into it. And so over the course of the week, the DNC happened, the Democratic National Convention or whatever the hell. So our two people running for president are Kamala and Trump, especially with RFK Jr. dropping out officially and endorsing Trump. But who do you... Oh, first I want to know, who do you guys think is going to win or is going to become president?
Kamala Harris.
I agree. I assume that means
Really?
Kyle thinks Trump is going to win.
I think that we've had a very horrible last few years. I think that people are very unsettled with not having another Democratic president. I'm not saying this is someone who wants Trump to win per se. This is as just watching the working class and the way that most stuff has been perceived, and the health. Fuck, dude, ground beef has doubled in price throughout the entirety of the Biden administration in my area. So it's like, from hearing general distrust of the way we, of our government the last few years, I think there's a high chance we might be seeing a Trump presidency again, as a lesser of two evils kind of thing, as well as a lot of people do not like Kamala Harris.
If you ever feel like placing bets on this, I'm 100% down.
I'm down to place a bet. I just think
I'd bet like a karaoke song.
Karaoke song?
Yeah, I don't bet anything
both
monetary.
you and I think Kamala is going to win, so
Yeah.
I don't...
So either new edition of Tequila or Mean Grasses bang out a duet.
I do some tequila.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think Kamala's going to win. Probably going to vote for her.
I think I
really
might
know.
too. I might as well.
I'll get more educated as soon as everything comes out, and I'll get more educated in October, just before the.
This would be my first time
election.
voting, because this is the 47th president. I feel like I have to. I have to
I think
vote
I'm
for
gonna-
the.
I think I'm going to vote for Harris.
Yeah, me too, probably. But
as
I
of
don't
right
know.
now.
I don't know for sure
Oh.
though.
I'll probably vote for Donald J. Trump if I even vote at all. I probably won't vote.
I also wanted to know if you guys hypothetically were to become president, and the first thing you were to do was to enact your own law. What would that law be? Me personally, my law would be to ban memes. No more memes. No memes on the internet. No memes talked
put
about in
a-
real life.
I'd put a criminal/civil weight on cheating.
Yes.
What does that mean? What does that entail? How much?
If someone cheats on their partner, I think I'd stick that on you.
A fine, or what did you say? Going to
I'd
jail?
stick it on your. I would think some jail time. I don't really think a monetary fine really has anything to do with it. But I think people deserve better than that.
So
people definitely deserve better than that.
How would you decide? So who gets is? How many parties involved in this would be getting in trouble? Like, who would you be persecuting in a
knowledgeable parties?
Even
so
if one person is like completely single and the other person is married and
if you know what's going on, yes.
That doesn't seem right. That seems like not a very good law, dude. That seems like
it's not a very good thing to do. It's unmoral.
Yeah, for the guy who's single to do single.
Yeah,
things?
because you're not doing right by the other guy.
I don't even. What if he doesn't know or even like the other guy? What if he doesn't know or like the other guy? Even
more reason, because you're doing it out of spite.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's out of spite. That just is less incentive to not.
No, I'm just saying, if you have knowledge that someone's got a partner, and you actively choose to pursue it, I think you should be just as liable.
Why?
No, for sure. But if you're someone who doesn't know that there's another partner in there, and
no. That makes sense, Kyle. He agrees with that. Yeah. But
that's what I'm saying.
I want to know why this person who's not cheating is getting charged for the crime of cheating. I want to know why it's bad.
Because you know that your relationship is cheating.
Yeah, but
you know it.
Why so?
And you're actively continuing to do it, and it's against the law.
Yeah, but you're still not the one who's cheating. You just know about it.
Takes two to tango. And that's the law we're calling it.
So why isn't this person who's in the relationship and allowing their partner to cheat on them, why aren't they getting in trouble?
If it's a cuckold situation, then that's different.
Yeah.
And if that's clearly defined, if there's dialogue, if it's official, if it's written, if it's submitted, that's fine. You can get licenses, but we're not handing out cheating licenses. We're handing out cuckold licenses.
Why is somebody being being charged for the crime of cheating just for knowing that it's happening?
Because it's against the law.
Why though? I'm asking for the details.
I don't want there to be
law.
Cheating. Well, I don't want people cheating on people.
You could just charge one person.
No, if you know what's going on,
why not charge
involved.
all three people? They're all
because you're aiding and abetting.
Yeah, but that third person, the other person who's being cheated on is too. That relationship would never exist to be cheated on if that person hadn't.
He can get a license. He can get a license for it.
A license for what?
Being cucked.
I'm not even talking about cucks. Like this.
That's the only loophole.
Why?
That's the only loophole.
Why?
Because it's my law. I'm the president.
You have no reason for your law, dude? I get that you don't want cheating, but why are you like persecuting?
There we go.
Why are you persecuting somebody else that like really has like a single person who's doing single things with a person who's taken? Why are you persecuting that person? That person isn't
because they're aiding and abetting of cheating.
Yeah.
Why would the person who's being cheated on not?
They are.
So all three people are getting charged.
No. The person getting cheated on, they're getting off scot-free. They didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm. How is a person who's aiding and cheating doing something wrong?
You just said it. You're aiding and cheating.
No, I didn't say. I'm asking. How?
No, that's what I mean.
You have to explain how something is morally unjust. It's like you can't just keep saying it's morally unjust and not explain how it's morally unjust, bro.
I mean, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to define the fact that you're going around behind your partner.
You would have done it 10 minutes ago.
You are taking part in the act of cheating.
Mm-hmm. Adultery.
No, you're not cheating on anybody.
You're taking part in the act of it.
You may be aiding somebody in cheating because you're the person that they're cheating on their partner with, but you're not cheating. So
no,
how is that bad, though?
It's a separate charge.
But how is that bad?
Because it is bad. You know what's going on.
How is that bad?
Hey, there's different mindsets. People break the law all the time.
I just want to know why you think that is bad. Like,
I
how
think
is that
cheating's
person
bad.
doing something that's... I get that. I get that you think cheating is bad. How is the other person who's not cheating doing something bad?
Letting it continue. Not getting involved, not telling the other guy.
Why
Hey,
is that
this is happening.
responsibility on them?
It's if it helps them sleep at night.
Well, sleep at night with their mistress.
I feel like you.
No.
I feel like you just. I feel like this is a Putin-like law. I feel like if you were a dictator, this is the type of law you might enact.
I'm the
under.
president. You said I get to enact the law. No cheating.
Yeah, but I just am asking you to explain your law a little bit, like the moral reasoning
I
behind
have.
your law. But you
I feel like I
haven't.
have.
Yeah, but
okay.
it's-
Ask
you
me
can
questions. Ask me direct questions.
I want to know how the association makes somebody.
I feel like I've explained that.
You haven't. You've just your explanation is that they're associated. I'm asking
Correct.
you how the association is
And
bad, and you're like, well, they're associated.
If you
with
know what's
cheating.
going
How is
on-
that bad?
If you know what's going on and you continue to partake, you're breaking the law. If you have written knowledge, if you have photographic knowledge, if you have clear...
Why is your
stated
law
knowledge-
like that? Why is it like that?
Because it takes two to tango. That's the law. It's the it takes two to tango law.
What does that mean?
It means that you're involved in it.
So? Why is that so bad? Why are you persecuting these people?
Because they are breaking the law.
You are ridiculous, dude. You are absolutely ridiculous. Okay. We're moving on to the next thing now. A video resurfaced of Logan Paul, and this is a guy that you like, Tico. Logan
You didn't
Paul.
even ask me.
Oh, I didn't ask you?
No, you guys have been off on his for a while
Tico
now.
got me distracted, bro, because he refuses to
I
answer
think he
my
took
question.
it personally. It's
Yeah.
not-
Because it is
wasn't
personal. It is personal. The fact that you're saying it and you don't
It
have
wasn't
any
personal.
actual reason for why is like is an indicator to me that this was like there's definitely some sort of personal connection here. You're saying it because you think it's funny. Like
No,
100%.
just genuinely.
You're saying it because
No,
you
no,
think
no.
it's funny.
No, genuinely.
Then
Swear,
explain to
pinky
me
promise.
why these people.
I feel like I have.
Do it again.
That's what I'm saying.
Do it again then. One
They
more time.
actively know they're in it. They know, hey, I have a boyfriend. Hey, I have a husband.
But why is
Hey, I
knowing
have,
bad?
Knowing and then continuing the action is bad.
Why?
Knowing and then stopping, knowing then telling someone, knowing then getting out of town.
Why is knowing and continuing bad?
Because I just told you, you're not stopping it. You're not fixing it, and you're not getting out of town.
Why would that be what you need to do? The girl could just stop cheating if let's say the dude
So could
is
you.
the single guy.
The guy, the girl, whoever the single person is.
But you're
they
not
can
doing
have-
anything wrong. It's only in your world
You
that
are doing
they're-
it
that
wrong.
They're doing something wrong.
You-
These people don't even know why they're doing something wrong because you haven't explained it.
No.
They just know it's
No,
against
I
the
have.
law. It'd be like making it against the law to eat green beans, and nobody knows
That
why
is
the fuck
so
it's
different.
against the law to eat green beans. And you're just
That
like,
is so
well,
different.
it's because you're eating the green beans. And you're like, okay,
No,
well,
that is so
what about
different.
this guy growing green beans? And you're like, well, yes, he's growing the green beans that you're eating, so that's against
That is
the law
very
too.
different.
No, it's the same
That is
thing.
very different.
It's the
That is
same.
very different.
It's the same.
That is not the same.
Then explain the difference.
Eating green beans is normal.
Yeah.
Cheating on people is immoral.
Yeah, but
Yes.
if you're not in a relationship, you're not cheating.
No, but you're taking part in cheating. You're
helping
aiding and
somebody,
abetting.
you're
abetting.
helping somebody cheat.
Correct. And if cheating is against the law, helping someone break the law is illegal.
Yes.
No. That is not an absolute truth in the law.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Aiding and abetting.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not an absolute truth in the law.
Okay, if I robbed a bank I robbed a bank, but yet then I had somebody drive.
Yeah, that would be illegal.
If I whooped Kyle's ass
If
and
I
you helped
told
me do
somebody,
it,
if I told somebody to walk across the road, and they walked across the road, and they got in trouble for jaywalking, the person who told them to walk across the road ain't getting in trouble, dude.
If he whooped my ass and you sat there instead of helping or anything, you sat there laughing and watching it happen.
That's
very immoral.
That's potentially, yeah, and that is immoral, though.
and that's the exact same thing. We're talking about immoralities, and you're sitting there and you're laughing about it.
Yeah, but not watching everything that's immoral makes what you're doing immoral.
No, but doing the
you
damn
watch
act.
all sorts of
That's what
immoral
I'm
things
saying.
on TV. You watch all sorts of immoral things in videos. There's immoral things that happen in your little Star Wars that you watch.
And I just gave you prime examples of why
How are you not a bad person for watching, let's say, murder happen in Star Wars? When murder...
Because I'm not
immoral.
helping the people murder them.
You're watching the movie that's creating scenes of murder. You're helping...
It's fictitious.
I'm not helping them murder.
You are. You're watching their content. You're consuming their content. You're probably even spending money on Star Wars merchandise, probably. You've probably sent money their way, one way or another, whether it's through watching ads or something.
It's different telling a story
It's
and
not
being
different.
in the story.
Yeah,
it is different.
You're in the story. You're helping them produce films of murder.
And that's if Kyle goes out and murders someone and I help him, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
If Kyle's my boyfriend and he cheats on me with you,
there's a
both in
justification for why helping somebody murder somebody else is immoral.
Cheating is fucking immoral. Let's leave it there. Let's just leave it there. We've been on this for like 25 minutes now. Let's just drop it. Okay?
Do you want to drop it, SoTeeko?
I feel like I made my point 25 minutes ago.
I think so too. I think that
I don't think the point has been made.
You want to see it from my perspective as the outlier here.
Yeah.
My perspective here is that you yourself, as somebody who has been doing this, you're making it about yourself. The thing is, you're trying to deflect the fact that you've been doing this for fucking over a year now, almost 2 years now. You yourself would be caught up in this law, obviously.
Yeah.
And it wasn't towards you. That's what
that's
I'm
why
trying to say.
It's personal.
It wasn't. But
No, it wasn't.
This was never towards you personally at all.
Yes, that's why I'm asking questions. To try to see if it's personal or not. Yeah, I'm saying they're not answered.
It was never personal.
If you're in at Hagen, I've never been charged with the crime of stealing when I've watched people steal. There's nothing.
You didn't help them steal, though.
Yeah.
You weren't involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch something. But if you're involved in it...
So then in your case, where you're helping Star Wars produce films of murder, how is that not immoral?
Because it's not.
How?
One's fantasy and one's not.
So, Kyle, you're going to have to explain then.
Okay, so here's the thing here. You have a dude out there who married this chick, has been in a relationship with the chick for a while, and she just decides one day, fuck this guy, I'm going to fuck someone behind his back. Well, obviously in this case it's a little different. In this case, she's doing it for spite in front of his back. I mean, he knows that where she is. He knows she's been sleeping around with you, possibly with other guys too, but more than likely just you from what we've seen. Did the guy ever create this? No. They when you get into a moral pact, a loving pact, a marriage together, you're together. If you decide to open up your marriage, sure, but if you're not opening up your marriage, she's completely and utterly shitting on you. And everything.
Why is the agency not 100% on the female or the male that's going out and deciding to cheat on their partner?
Because I'm saying if you know it's happening and you're continuing to partake in it, because morally, if you were with somebody and they're like, "Oh, I'm with somebody," I'd expect a morally sound person to stop intervening with that.
Yes.
But I don't understand why though.
Because it's the right thing to do.
You can't just say that, bro. That's just a thing you're saying. There's no.
It's my opinion. And as president, that's why I made it the law.
That's why I think it's a personal law. This is my entire point. I think this is a personal law to condemn me and my actions is what I think it is.
No, it's just how I feel towards cheating, man. Nothing against
But
you.
you
I said
can't
it
even
earlier.
explain why the people who are like why this party who has no significant other has no obligation to like not fuck a girl that's coming on to him. Why it's wrong for him to accept such an offer.
Because I think knowing that something that shouldn't be happening is happening.
Yeah, and I think it should be on.
And continuing to partake in it is wrong.
I think and I think it's the responsibility of the partner who's getting cheated on to end the relationship. I mean, more often than not, when you're getting cheated on, it's not this situation
I'm not making
where
this
you just
personal.
don't
You
know.
are, dude.
Huh?
I'm not making this personal. It's got nothing to do with you.
That's why I'm asking.
views.
That's why I was just trying to ask questions to see where what you're reasoning and how you could see something so immoral that you would make a law against it.
Because I know if I was in those shoes and if I was with somebody who had a husband, I'd feel very guilty, very disgusting. That's me.
But you wouldn't if you were doing it.
I would.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I would.
You wouldn't be doing it. Period. You wouldn't have ever engaged in it if that's how you felt.
If I didn't know is what I'm saying. And that's why the law protects your ignorance. If you don't know, then you're good. But if you actively know, like, I'm sorry, but I think it's scummy. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think it can get any more crystal clear than that.
It's not crystal clear, though.
How is it not crystal clear?
Because there's no moral justification. It's just your opinion. It's just how you feel about it.
And I'm the president.
It doesn't map on to reality.
Doesn't have to. He's the president.
That's fine.
It's a fictitious thing.
That's how I morally feel.
I was banning memes. It's not like it's necessarily like people are going to wonder why I banned memes. I'm just doing it because I don't like them.
That seems more Putin-y than me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I
That's
can
actually
admit
more-
it.
that's
I
more
can
European
admit
than
it,
anything else.
though. I can admit that my law has a little bit of nonsense to it. That's the thing.
I wasn't going for a nonsensical one.
My law isn't totally based in logic. You seem to think your law is based in some sound logic.
I think it's pretty tight. Don't cheat. If you're involved with it, get out. Cut it off.
Yeah, I think the person who's being cheated on needs to end that relationship.
But I think that's you personally.
I think that's everybody.
True?
You have a responsibility to put your health first, dude. If you're not breaking up with your partner, if you have the suspicion that your partner is cheating, they're sneaking out, you see texts, and you're not ending it, which is how most cheating goes. Most people just live in denial. A lot of people, when they're especially if their partners if it's a situation where their partners are repeatedly cheating on, like this thing where you're talking about where people don't know, that's like a one-time thing. That's like, oh, your girl cheated on you one time and months went by and she never cheated again and then she finally came out or it got exposed. If it's a situation where a partner has been repeatedly cheating on their other partner, the other person knows 100%. And they're
Not
living
always.
in denial. Yes. And they're living
Not
in
always.
denial. Yes.
No.
I've got to bounce. I have a pizza to pick up.
All right.
And they're going to close soon. So,
All right.
boys, have a good rest of the time.
You
All
as
right.
well.
Peace. All right. Well, then I might as well wrap up this episode right here since he just bounced.
Oh, yeah. What I dropped though, you asked. I was gonna drop mine quickly though.
Yeah.
Mine would be specifically giving way. If you do cheat in a relationship, marriage, whatever, I believe that you should be in a divorce. You should not be getting anything in a divorce done. So I think that my law would definitely be that if you cheat, you're not getting half the estate.
Do you have to lose some of your own possessions potentially as a sort of a consequence?
No, I don't think you should lose your own possessions. I just feel that you shouldn't be getting. Let's say it's a woman who goes into or a man who goes into a relationship with a much wealthier person, than they are. I don't think they should be given half of the estate for fucking someone behind that person's back. The main one I was really going to go into actually before the whole conversation went to the cheating stuff, was I mean, this is something you probably heard a million times, but I think that a law that should be put in is that if we're going to allow abortions at this point, I think that the man should be able to wipe away his rights. No, nothing. No, if she can kill it, then he should.
Yeah, I agree.
People say
not like no like liability or no obligation to. You should be able to, like, if women can make the decision to depart like their obligations and responsibilities from a child, then so should men. That's absolutely the truth, dude.
And with the only stipulation being if it is like a rape baby, if she has the baby or whatever, then obviously say the guy goes to prison for raping or whatever. I feel like when he gets done, he should be forced to pay child support and stuff as reparations.
See, those are some real laws right there, dude. And that last one you said is actually one of the most truest things I've ever heard. And you don't hear a lot of people say that, but yeah. I agree 100% with that one. All right, fellas. This has been like a 3-hour-long podcast. Ain't nobody tuning in for that long. But if you catch the end of this, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. This was fun. Have a wonderful week, Swampers. We'll catch you next time.